Happy 420. It's a little bit later, right? I was late. Sorry about that. I was getting everything together. Thank you, everyone. If you come back, I have everything on. I'm live on all of the platforms right now: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. And I know I'm always forgetting one: Instagram, all of them. So, and hey, Justin, over here on Instagram. I can't see the comments, but Dustin, it'd be awesome if you could stay over on this side. And anybody that joins, could you keep that chat going? Keep them engaged if you can. Hey, Tony B, thanks for joining. Hey, Lauren. I was out there with the cat again. He's gorgeous, guys. I can't deal. Tony B, what do you see? I showed them. There's a cat that showed up again. No, I just got here. I'm late. Yeah. So, guys, can you guys see me okay with this stupid thing? Is it bothering you that it's like not showing my whole face? If it is, that's okay. I'll just take that part off. But yeah. So I'm talking about of course, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, Ryan Reynolds. I haven't looked at any news until just now. So I'm going to delete anything that came out today. I also downloaded the website, the website, I guess it is. Yeah. Then he has all the information on, so we can kind of look at that too. But and any other pop culture news that's going on, if you can think of that you want me to talk about, let me know, and I will do it when we're done. Oh, I'm Morality with Krista Marie, by the way, or for anybody that's new. And I did the Who Started You On podcast here on YouTube, live on all 5 platforms. The Who Started You On podcast gets uploaded on all podcast platforms and also under the podcast tab here. Let me shut the fan off. So you can find any episodes for like 3 years under that tab, or over. Please go to the podcast side if you'd like to leave me a 5-star review. That'd be amazing because I need some. And you don't have to listen to the episode again, but if you just download it, it'll let you rate me. I appreciate it. So, and reviews, I take constructive criticism very, very well. And again, if you want to watch the crazy live, and when I record these episodes, I am over here. You watch me play with my hair, not be able to sit still, and the ADHD shines right through. It's amazing. And I sound like I'm talking to myself. I'm not. I'm talking to the live chat. So it is a live podcast. So that is why it sounds like I'm talking to myself. But if you also don't want to listen to the first 10 minutes, I'm getting myself situated on the podcast side. You can fast forward. There's chapters and I don't want to say transcripts. I forgot what it's called. Timestamps. Tells you exactly what I'm talking about every couple minutes. Scroll through that. Okay, so let me see what I have for this because I'm not going to be able to see the chat, so I'm going to pull up my notes because it doesn't let me do both. Just okay. So, okay, so let's start here. Now today's February 7th. Counteractions, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to read what I got from ChatGPT. Actually, I'll show you the picture too. Let me get the picture. That way you can see what you're looking at. Copy. This is you guys. Stop it, meow meow. Sterling Marie. Sterling Marie. You know what? No, I have to save it. I have to save it. Okay, never mind. Let me go into the notes. Okay, so anything that happened today didn't look. I didn't go on Dave Neal either, but I just want to see what was anything was left today. Okay, law true politics. There's something going on with Taylor Swift. Okay. Now, I'll start with this. Okay. So it says, in recent months, the entertainment industry has been captivated by the escalating legal battle between actors Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, co-stars of the film It Ends With Us. The dispute has unfolded both in courtrooms and across social media platforms. So, okay. In 2024 December, Blake Lively filed a lawsuit against Justin Baldoni, alleging sexual harassment and the creation of a hostile work environment during the production of It Ends With Us. He responded. In response, Baldoni filed a $250 million defamation lawsuit against the New York Times, accusing the publication of relying on Lively's self-serving narrative and its reporting. Now, I'm going to open up the lawsuit, or not the lawsuit, the website, so we can read it and look at like the text messages and stuff. So the legal battle intensified as both parties took further action. Okay, that's in January. Baldoni filed a lawsuit against the Times and her husband and against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, and the publicist Leslie Stone and Sloan's firm, claiming defamation and civil extortion. Concurrently, a Texas crisis communications specialist sued Lively for defamation, alleging she implicated him in her legal fight with Baldoni. Okay. Public relations, social media dynamics. The dispute has been highly publicized, both parties utilizing media platforms to present their narratives. Baldoni's legal team released text messages and video footage to support his defense, suggesting that Lively's conduct was initially consensual and flirtatious. We see that. Legal analysts have noted that such evidence could significantly impact the case's outcome. Okay. Now, Lively's actions on social media have been also drawn to attention. She faced criticism in the very beginning with her ongoing legal drama. She's insensitive. Legal strategies. Okay. So with Benjamin Chu running, okay, analysts have emphasized the importance of concrete evidence, such as text messages. Okay, as of today, February 7th, the legal battle between Lively and Baldoni shows no signs of abating, stopping. Both parties remain entrenched in their positions, with upcoming court dates expected to shed more light on the dispute. The case continues to be a focal point. Okay. Now let me see. Last 24 hours. Okay. In the last 24 hours, significant developments have emerged in the legal dispute between actors Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, primarily stemming from their collaboration with the movie. Okay. Now, a new defamation lawsuit against Blake Lively was public relations executive Jed Wallace has initiated a defamation lawsuit against Blake Lively. Wallace alleges that Lively's public statements have unjustly implicated him in the ongoing legal battle, causing damage to his professional reputation. The lawsuit adds another layer to the already complex legal proceedings. We know that, man. Okay. Okay, oh my God. Both legal experts, okay, they have all weighed in. All the lawyers that have weighed in, including Benjamin Chu, known for representing Johnny Depp, described Justin's approach as his decision to publicize the lawsuits online is very aggressive and bold. While such strategies can be effective, but whatever, man. Andrew, from the case. They suggest materials. Okay, so Andrew, what's this? Andrew and Kate Cherchowski, attorneys specializing in sexual harassment cases. They said that they analyzed the evidence presented thus far. They suggest that the materials released by Baldoni's defense, including video footage and text messages, indicate that the interactions between Lively and Baldoni may have been consensual initially. However, they also note a shift in Lively's perspective and potentially influenced by external factors, which complicates the narrative, saying she's basically lying. The legal matter has also affected personal relationships. So now, notably, Blake Lively and her best friend Taylor Swift reports indicate that Swift has been inadvertently drawn to the dispute and leading tensions in their friendship. Swift has publicly now clarified that she was not involved in production, aiming distances. Blakely is lying. Lively is lying. These okay. These okay. Yeah, Justin Baldoni. Okay, I'm gonna get the lawsuit. Okay, the 400. Okay, now the website. We're going to go on the lawsuit info to provide information and documents with his ongoing legal battle with his Enzoth co-star. This is the $400 million amended lawsuit against Lively, Blake, Ryan Reynolds. Sorry, I can't talk. And the timeline of events. Okay, we're going to that. Okay, we're going to that. I know I have it. They just gave it to me. Details you can do here. On social media, there's a Reddit thread titled "Is it ethical and legal?" using comments from users to debate. Okay, so YouTube, numerous videos analyze the case, such as 94% of people agree with Baldoni. The mainstream media has also intention. Okay, all right, let's get to the lawsuit. Yeah, page 6. Oh my God. Okay, I need to get my ChatGPT. Okay, I'm gonna get to I'm gonna open that thing. I forgot I could read in that actual lawsuit part. Mm-hmm. Where is it? Oh my God, I can't believe Taylor came out. Like there's a couple of different publications that here it is. And now I'm gonna where you guys at? I'm gonna open it for you guys. Okay, the lawsuitinfo.com. Oh my God, it's like I wish I could just help him with this. Amended complaint, time of relevant events. We'll do that first. Guys, I forgot that this was like this. I thought it was going to be like a. Oh, can you guys see? Okay. Now, anybody that hasn't gotten this from the beginning, here we go. Now, and you all can see that, right? I know it's not that big, but I'll read it now. That's January, though. Okay. Wow. Wait, hold on. There we go. Summarize. Can I summarize this PDF? English. Come on. Okay. Just give me a friggin'. What are you doing here? Whatever. What the heck? You're not going to give me an. I can't see. Not let me say it. Okay, forget it. Go back. Okay. All right. I was trying to get ChatGPT to summarize it for me, but okay. Oh my God, guys. Yeah. The following timeline is intended to be read in conjunction with the consolidated plaintiff's amended complaint and is expressly incorporated for reference. Okay, let's see. I think now this is Justin's emails to Colleen ends with us. That's in January. Let's go all the way down. We went these. Where are you guys? I want to see. Have you guys? You guys are pretty much caught up, right? Love you guys. My necklace. Oh, thank you, babe. I mean, are you guys all caught up, basically up to date on this, or now? I kind of can start from like the beginning. I can't. You don't have to, but damn. Okay. It's hard to read. Okay. Let's go down to like maybe in February because I know a lot of stuff came out this week. File. Okay. It's hard to read. I mean, everything's like so. They're so nice. Like everything's just so very normal. God. I'm so glad that they did this. This is amazing. It's like play by play. Am I going backward? No, I'm not going backwards. My God. I'm all the way in August already? Oh my God. Oh, this is the timeline of events. Okay. Filed. Okay. Got it. Okay, wait a minute. Jesus Christ, people. Where's that? I just saw like a timeline list or something. I just saw. My God. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. All right, let's see. Wayfair Studios. Okay, we'll start with the premiere. Okay. Now I'm going to start from what happened with the premiere and just kind of go from there because I'm pretty much up to that I see you perfectly clear. Okay, good. I made that a little bit bigger, but I'm going to try to read it. Probably easier if I read it from my phone, but yeah, let me see. Maybe if I read it from my phone, I don't know if I could do that though. Lots of info. I just want to be able you guys to see what I'm reading. Do it from my phone, sorry. Because my glasses, it's like even with my glasses, it's too hard to read. But I mean, this poor guy, can you imagine like everything they did to him, right? Everything that he's like finding out. I don't know how these people sleep at night. I really don't. Like I really don't. I don't know how she sleeps at night. He's such a nice guy. Like I just don't understand like lawsuit info. God. Hey, where's the lawsuit info at? Come on, man. Lawsuit info.com. Is that it? No. My God, come on, dude. This is like insane. Just okay. whatever.
Hey, what's up?
Hi,
Feel free to ask me about anything that's on your.
Hey, can you please pull up the Justin Baldoni? Come on, lady. Hi, I need you to pull up the Justin Baldoni, the lawsuitinfo.com, so I can read his information in the lawsuit, please. And can you please break down the last 24 hours information for that case? My assistant, Ms. ChatGTP. There it is. The Justin Baldoni lawsuit. In the past 24 hours, developments have emerged. Attorneys Andrew and Kate Trick, as we saw, they have analyzed the case, suggesting that Baldoni's evidence, including video footage and text messages, indicates interactions were consensual. They argue that the evidence may undermine Lively's harassment complaints. Vulture published an article detailing the complex legal battles, highlighting lawsuit claims of misconduct. Awesome. Okay, well, here's the lawsuit.com. They pull it up with you guys. Okay, cool. Cool. That other one, okay. Settings. Okay. And if I do that, no. There we go. Okay. Timeline of relevant events. Jesus. Oh my God. That's okay. Now I want to get to where the okay. We got the premiere. So friggin' okay. Well, I can't believe these. Like, oh my God, it's like so many messages. April. Get down here. Premiere was in August, right? Okay. Premiere. Did premiere. Sorry, guys. All right. Damn, so much. Okay. 168 pages. I really like Dave Neal in here and get him to fucking do this for us. Sorry, I was trying to be prepared as usual, but oh my God. Okay, so now, or August 6th, this is where the premiere is, okay? Up till then, they've had literally nothing but angst from her, just like Taylor Swift and Ryan and all this, telling him to, that they're his dragons, or they're her dragons. I can't talk, sorry. Okay. There's 2 amended complaints? No. Southern District of New York. Oh my gosh. This is too, oh my God, this may be too much, guys. I thought I was like, this should be like a little tiny timeline I could read. Holy crap. Wow. I just want to get to the ones that. There's so much, guys. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm just going to find, you know what? I'm getting out of that. I'm going to find, see, Dave Neal talks about this every day. I'm just going to get his stuff and play it for you guys. He's, whatever hacked in today, he has it. And then we can look at that if we want, because I'm getting annoyed. I'm sorry. Getting annoyed with myself. I should be prepared. I'm not. I thought this was going to be a lot easier. I know Candace talks about it too. All right. 3 hours ago. Okay. Wow. There's a lot. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. We have a lot to talk about. Okay, let me just share this with you guys. Come on, stop this. So where'd it go? Okay. Share screen. Okay. Now Dave Neal's podcast. Namir, if can you link his stuff again as well if you get a chance. He's Rush Hour Podcast. His name is Dave Neal. He's a comedian. He can say in 20 minutes what I can't say in 2 hours. Okay. So he has the latest on Blake Lively. He has 2 videos from the last 3 hours. And then anything else that we want to talk about with that case, I can pull up in the lawsuit stuff. See what Dave says today. Hi, Dave. Play.
Oh boy, we've done it again. We've got a live stream for you. Good morning, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of the Rush Hour Podcast. And we have a cornucopia of content. I got my koozie, spill tea, not beer. Going to be discussing all clips of this or who claims news that might be toxic. We don't after someone or sort of repeated kind of commentary back and forth. It's like, all right, get your point across, but then leave the point. So my moderators know we'll just be light timeouts for people if you kind of forget those rules. It's in order to keep the whole thing working. You know, I like to keep this as a community that people actually feel inspired to be a part of. So we talk about issues that might be toxic. We don't stoop to that level. We don't do it. Not here.
We follow Dave's rules. Okay. Everybody follow Dave's rules in our group too. And that's what we do too. I appreciate when he says that.
Not here, not now. So anyhow, I'm going to cover Taylor Swift, Blake Lively. We're also going to talk about some new workings in the Bachelor Clayton Echard case, which hang on for that. If you don't know about it, you'll be glad I told you about it for those new folks out there. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about some other things going on in the world. I'll play a clip from Popcorn Planet, Andy. And I mean, there's been so much content.
I'm playing him and he's playing Andy.
So on the morning episode, I shared a TikToker who claims, and maybe I got to share this again. Let me see if I can pull it up. There's a TikToker who claims that he's been silenced by Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Now, by all means, I'm sure they wish they could silence people, but I don't know if they have that ability to do that. So let's where's his original page? That's a problem with TikTok. There's just so many. Is it Be Better Company? Yeah, this is him. 1.4 million followers. Yeah. So I'm going to share with you. He was upset that part 6 was taken down, but when I got to it, part 6 was up. And here is his. Look at that, 3.7 million views. He's saying he's going to be suing Blake Lively. Let's play this real quick while we wait for people to join the channel. And also hit the like button, leave a comment, and let me know where you're coming from. Let's find out wherever. I know we have people all over the world, but it's a good way to get new viewers to the channel to just kind of help the algorithm out.
If you guys are watching this right now, I'd like to let you know that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have successfully gotten a video I posted last night taken down. More specifically, they got it banned in the United States because that's where they have their connections with TikTok US. You might be wondering, how do I know it was them? Because 2 weeks ago, someone from TikTok had notified me that their team had reported my account for misinformation and attempted to get my account deleted.
So what I would like to see is, how do we know Blake Lively's team reported him for misinformation? I want to see that evidence. I'm not saying he's a liar. I believe him. I just want to see that evidence because he's saying he's going to sue Blake. I mean, you got to prove these things.
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually broken any TikTok rules and have been very fair in my reporting. They were unable to do so. So you might be wondering, what exactly was it about the video posted last night specifically that was so explosive they needed to get it scrubbed from the internet in just a few hours? And the answer to that is, it's the first time I ever spoke to an exclusive inside source who told me something about the legal battle that clearly Blake and Ryan so desperately do not want the public to know. Otherwise, why are they attempting to censor me?
So this to me feels like a little bit of a Barbra Streisand effect, which is Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. If they did silence him, it would create the story. It would make the story that much more, I don't know, visible. So that's why I just my sort of BS meter doesn't believe it. But I do believe everyone thinks like, oh, if a video gets taken down, there's some deep conspiracy. TikTok takes videos down all the time. It's got such a random automated. There's nobody at TikTok going, we're going to watch this guy's video and scrub it. No. And I don't think there's a phone line where Blake can call and go, hey, can you get this thing removed? And they're going to go, we're uploading 80,000 videos per second. I have no idea what you're talking about. So I don't buy it, but I believe he believes it.
I know. People like me. So So I'm officially seeking legal representation to sue Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds myself for infringing on my freedom of speech. And if TikTok does not reinstate this video in the next 12 hours, I will be adding them to the lawsuit as well. So,
Boom. And TikTok did reinstate the video because it's right here. It's a long video. It's 10 minutes long. So to be quite honest, I don't even know what part of the video Belinda said came from the suing video. So look, I get it. You know, whenever like we feel, you know, whenever we feel martyred, we want to sort of, you know, speak our mind. I get it. I don't blame the guy whatsoever. He seems like a nice dude and he seems like he's been doing good coverage. So go give him a follow and all of that. But the video is back up. Does that mean he's not going to sue Blake Lively? I have no idea. So this TMZ article, again, I know Andy covered it on Popcorn Planet. I know other people have covered it. I've covered the initial story, but this story about Blake Lively includes 0 sources. So as we reported, there was a critical meeting at Blake and Ryan's house, the New York penthouse, with Justin showed up as Blake was leaving. There's nothing new to this story, and yet TMZ published this story. Then they made a video about the story that they published. Again, we call this starting a fire just to put it out. So I don't know what's going on there. By the way, shout out to Diana checking in from Sweden. Thank you so much. And I saw we have someone here from France. Bonjour, ça va? Ça va bien? Vendredi? Is it vendredi? Bonne journée à vous.
Come on.
Si tu
All right, let's go.
veux, je peux... clips of this. Taylor walked in. We already knew all that. The source says Taylor believes Blake timed the meeting with Justin sous le montant français. And Taylor walked in. We already knew all that. We'll get into a few other. That's what they have. And again, people in the comment section have said, I doubt Taylor's really distancing herself from Blake. It's probably public opinion. Look, it's not like she'll get into a few other topics. Okay, sound good? So hang out, relax. We'll be here.
Sorry.
Taylor walked in. We already knew all that. The source says Taylor believes Blake timed the meeting with Justin so Taylor would arrive before he left, and he is baffled by Blake later characterizing her as her dragon. The source adds, it's weird to say that about a friend. All right, so that's what they have. And again, people in the comment section have said, I doubt Taylor's really distancing herself from Blake. It's probably public opinion. Look, it's not like she's released a statement. She hasn't given any opinion. Here's the thing about Taylor Swift, and this might piss some people off. I like Taylor Swift. I think she tries her best. I think it must be so hard to be the center of so many worlds. Everything she says pisses people off. Whether she has a political opinion, no matter what she says or does, it's going to piss people off because she's that big. And she sells stadiums out across the world. I think she's super charitable. The only real thing you could say about her is the jet fuel issue. But to be quite honest, I don't even think she was in the top 10 of the issues of people who have jet fuel. That you know, what is she supposed to do? Fly Southwest? You wanted to get on Spirit Airlines? She couldn't even get through the terminal. Like the FAA, they wouldn't even let her into the airport. She's so big of a star. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Tell the Beatles, yeah, you know, if you could just fly JetBlue, that would help. You know what I mean? It ain't going to happen. All right, let's play a few clips. I'll read your comments online and we'll discuss this. Yeah. Here is the boys of TMZ discussing Taylor Swift, the article that they wrote.
Shocking story.
Shocking.
There is a rift, and I think that is an understatement of a word, a rift between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively. Taylor feels like she's been used.
Yeah, used in the middle of Blake Lively's war with Justin Baldoni. And there's certain things that that we know Blake has said about Taylor in reference to that battle that do not sit well with Taylor at all. The big one, dragon.
So remember that what Taylor had told Justin was that Blake herself, she said, was Khaleesi, who was the queen in Game of Thrones, and Ryan, her husband, and Taylor were her dragon.
All right, so again, information we already had. ISIS says TMZ is greedy. In the beginning, they were making fun of Justin, and now they are on Justin's side.
Didn't the dragon eat Khaleesi in the end?
Look, and by the way, depending on which video of mine people watch, if they hear me say something nice about Blake Lively, oh, you're a Blake Lively, whatever. And it's like, luckily, you guys that are new here have been watching me for a few weeks. I think you kind of get me now. and you understand I'm not going to be played in that type of way. What's so funny to me is when I say something that is objectively true,
Right.
people will get so upset. Like this. I said Blake Lively's pretty. And people said, oh my gosh, she's not. She's had work done. Okay. And again, we had this happen in Bachelor Nation when I said Jesse Palmer was attractive. And people were going, no, he's a basic white guy. And I said, walk Jesse Palmer into a bar in Poughkeepsie and tell me the whole bar doesn't turn and look at him and go, that's a good looking man. Walk Blake Lively into a random Trader Joe's in, Des Moines, Iowa, and tell me she's not a good-looking person. You're out of your freaking mind. Sure, maybe she's not a supermodel, but she's a good-looking person.
I don't think she's that good looking. I think she's attractive. I think Taylor's prettier.
The lead female
I think that Scarlett Johansson's pretty
in romantic movies because she's attractive.
What movies?
And again, another hill I'll die on. And you have to respect me. You have to, well, you can do whatever you want, but you have to respect.
There's 200 people watching, guys. Hit the like button, please. TikTokers, I see you.
This take. I'm going to criticize Blake Lively.
Me too.
But that doesn't mean I'm going to call her a D-list. She got
No, we got to be honest with it. Yeah, they're like this megastars.
$3 million for this movie, folks.
Right.
That's an A-list actor. Now, is that Julia Roberts A-list? No. But there, in the scale of actors, there is A-list, names that you know. She's one of them. I'm sorry, I don't budge from that. If you get $3 million to work in a movie for 3 weeks, you're an A-lister. Anyone who's in the $1 million range, multiple $1 million range, you're an A-lister. I'm sorry, I don't change my mind on that. She might not be A+ lister, but when you're good friends with the biggest pop star in the world, what category do you want me to put her in? I do not. I will not be budged on this topic because people. I read the comments and go, no, she's not. Listen. You gotta be objective here. And she's the name we knew. We didn't collectively know Justin Baldoni. He wasn't an A-lister. He was like a B-lister, B+ lister, but he wasn't an A-lister. So we can't. We got to. Amber Heard is before Johnny Depp. Amber Heard was at the same level of name recognition as Blake Lively, and I would say she was an A-lister as well.
Her best friend, although I think best friend is now past tense.
Yeah.
So here's the way the stage gets set. You remember there was a big meeting at Blake and Ryan's penthouse in New York City where they were going over a script change with Justin Baldoni. Justin said at the time, remember during all the lawsuits, he said he felt used, that he didn't know he was going to be ambushed with both Ryan there and Taylor Swift there. And we're thinking, oh, well, Blake is saying Taylor was her dragon and she's there, so she got involved and to protect her.
Right.
So we're thinking, wow, Taylor Swift inserted herself in this. That didn't happen according to our sources.
No, what happened was more of a happenstance meeting between Taylor and Justin. And Taylor, well, I say happenstance. Taylor.
All right, so I'm going back and forth. There are levels of A-list. Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman, Angelina Jolie. That's A+ list. I agree.
Wanted her to come in when Justin was still there to show Blake's power.
Right.
And so
which is how Justin received it. He said that in his lawsuit.
Which you would understand.
Right.
So Taylor walks in, had never met Justin before, and just basically looks at him. And the only thing she said, we're told, is, good luck on your movie.
I'm looking forward to seeing It Ends With Us. And she was
my apologies. The budget was $25 million, so she was 12.5% of the budget. And no, A-list, B-list, it doesn't matter. It's just one of those funny things to talk about because it's like. But here, like this is the point. The point I'm making is that it's. Wait till you see how much it is. Hold on, I'm opening it for the first time. This is from Screen Actors Guild, right there. See that? And let's see here. Performer Dave Neal. Wait, who?
What's next here?
They do. Rate. It's really low. And then if the movie gets released, you get paid that rate again. And then residuals. Like, in fact, I've actually got a residual right here. You guys want to see it? Here's a residual. Let's open it right here. This is a residual. I was in a movie called Birdman, and I'm guaranteeing this is a payment. Wait till you see how much it is. Hold on. I'm opening it for the first time.
Really?
This is from Screen Actors Guild, right there. See that? And let's see here. Performer Dave Neal. Wait for this. I'll let you guys see the whole thing. Here it is. 20th Century Fox Film. They've renewed this for video, DVD, internet rentals. And look at that, folks. That is for a principal role in a movie right there. $3.43. So if anyone wants to send me a $3.43 super chat. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. After taxes. There's the check. After taxes right there. There it is. Where is it? There it is, folks. There. Don't rob that from me. There's my $2. Why don't they just mail me a $2 bill? All right. There it is, folks. So anyhow, neither here nor there.
That merely because she understood she was meeting her friend's boss,
right?
Because Justin is the director of the movie.
And it was that simple. That's all she said, we're told. And then Justin left. So she never inserted herself.
Hold on. Someone in the chat is trying to argue that J-Lo isn't an A-lister.
Okay.
Are you serious? I don't know, guys.
She is.
I think we've got our scales all off here on what an A-lister actually is. And again, I'm the type, look, having worked in the industry for 12, 15 years at this point, I'm the type that, like, if you know somebody's name, I consider that an A-lister. If you can, like, Chappell Roan is an A-lister. She's a new A-lister, but she's also, someone was arguing in my last video that Chappell Roan isn't
between Blake and Justin over the script, but Blake certainly made it seem that
Thank
way
you.
with
Yes.
text to Justin. And I think, honestly, that text to Justin is saying, look at the power I have.
Yeah.
I have Taylor
Exactly.
Swift.
And we're told too that
I love you guys coming to my bat. Lissa said she sits front row at Fashion Week. She's an A-lister. I agree. I totally agree. Whether you like it or not, audience members, that's an A-lister. Am I an A-lister? No, I'm not okay. So now we know for sure the litmus test of an A-lister is someone who doesn't have a YouTube channel as their income.
Taylor, because obviously these text messages became public in lawsuit that Justin had filed. And when Taylor saw the actual text between Justin and Blake, obviously she saw that Blake referred to her as a dragon. She's Khaleesi. And we're told that Taylor felt that's kind of weird to say about a friend. It's weird to call a friend a dragon. And, Blake tried
The craziest thing is they don't have any source for this. The TMZ just has a source closed too.
to say in her text message something like, these two are my dragons. They stand up for me when I can't stand for myself. They're well respected in the industry, and really was playing up, like you said, Harvey, all the power
It was really crazy. It was kind of sad to see.
that both her husband and Taylor
After this, we'll show you the text.
Swift had. And it seems like that didn't sit well with
It didn't.
Taylor.
Oh, no,
So here's the deal. With the Taylor Swift stuff. When I like this saying, when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Blake Lively, at the very least, is deeply insecure.
Yeah.
People have thrown out cluster B diagnoses, histrionic, all these. I have no idea. I can't go that far. But what I can tell you is this. When Blake Lively was told no, that seems to be the point when something changed. Now, I would love to hear from any of my psychology friends. Shoot me a DM if anyone wants to come in and give their expert opinion on this, because there is something that can happen. There's something that can be very triggering. Now, there's a segment of my audience right now who's not going to want to hear any excuses. You're not going to want to hear any excuses about someone's bad behavior. But what I do on my channel, kind of how I make my living on my channel, is to try to put ourselves in the shoes of the person who might be the bad guy. And if Blake Lively is the bad guy, if we find out there's no evidence of sexual harassment, and if we find out that everything she did was to take over grips of the movie, you got to go, why? And when you think about why, you might think, well, maybe Blake Lively, and again, this doesn't excuse it. There's a difference between explanation and excuse. But if you look at why Blake Lively might have done what she did, and I'll give you I'm going to lean back here and give you my honest thoughts. If Blake Lively feels as though Justin Baldoni doesn't appreciate her creativity, it could open up deep wounds. She's been an A-lister since Gossip Girl, since the 2006 movie Accepted with Justin Long. What a good movie. You got to go watch this movie. It's so good. And she's been known as a pretty face who says words on camera. After a while, that gets old. It's almost like this. I get all of my like sort of dopamine and my love from my creative content, my stand-up comedy and what I do, my live performing and things like that. This to me doesn't really do it. This isn't like my be all end all. It's not my full dopamine thing. I like talking and relating to people and all of that. And it's a great day job. I really appreciate it. It's been unbelievable. It's helped me buy a home and a car. And literally I wouldn't have my baby and my family if it wasn't for my YouTube channel, because I could afford it now in this crazy world of ours. I hit the lottery. With that said, doesn't really provide.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I didn't realize you don't talk about other stuff so much. Are you guys even listening? Who cares? And there's other people listening, but where am I at? Sorry, I forgot that I was sharing again. I want to get the text messages out where they start when Taylor's involved, so you guys can understand what they're talking about. No.
Scene, and you see Blake Lively telling Justin Baldoni, hey, you're not really on the spot. We should be over there. And you see her trying to direct. And what she's trying to do is have a little bit of control in her life. She wasn't hired for that. So she doesn't get control over how the scene goes. How it works when you're in a movie is you're going to shoot a scene with someone. It's a scene where I walk into Starbucks and I order this cold brew. Okay. That's the scene. It's pretty straightforward. They're going to do a wide shot, which is a big shot of the outdoor area and me walking through. Then they're going to do a medium shot, which is a 2-shot of me and the barista. Then they're going to do a close-up shot on the barista and a close-up shot on me. They're going to get tighter and tighter. They're going to shoot this about 9 different ways. Then they're going to do an insert shot of me sipping it, maybe a shot of them pouring, all those little tiny insert shots. They might do an over-the-shoulder shot. They might do a shot of me walking out, get that ass. They're going to do this whole thing. Then at the very end, they're going to say, let's do a shot for the actors. And that's their way of saying, actors, you now have a say. That's their way of saying, we'll give you a little bit of control, even if we're not going to use the clip. They already got the cameras on the sticks. They're already recording. And then the actor gets to do the take the way the scene's over. He doesn't even even know how to do this. The person's not there. The vag flap they glued to me is all off. They're naked. His best friend's delivering the baby. All these things are so messed up. I swear this is not the way it should be done. Could actually believe he crossed the line. She
I
just don't really have. When you're an actor, even an A-list, what happens in a relationship when you don't feel valued? I'm travel head of the sister pants or whatever the hell it's called. I know exactly what I'm doing. How dare he? He doesn't know how to, he's even kissing me after the scene's over. He doesn't even know how to do this. The person's not there. The vag flap they glued to me is all off. They're naked. His best friend's delivering the baby. All these things are so messed up. I swear this is not the way it should be done. And then she rewrites the story to frame her as the victim. And look, it's kind of obvious to see from what we've put together that could be the story. Also, maybe she got sexually harassed. You have to, until we know for sure, you have to have that as an option, even if you don't choose that option. Right. It's an A, B, C, D, it's a multiple choice. That is an option. Maybe she got sexually harassed and she didn't tell anybody about it, even her husband and all these things. And then months later, she's like, you know what, fuck.
The thing is, also during this time, she's got text messages, right? She says she talks to Ryan all the time, right? So show some text messages. Did you tell him anything about what's going on in the set? Like, did she not text him, or anything at all during the day? I'm sure Ryan was checking in with her, you know what I mean? And there's nothing. She has no messages to Ryan or anybody talking about sexual assault or anything like that. If she hasn't produced them as of yet. If she did, I'm sure she would have by now, but she has not said that. What she claims is all the stuff he's saying right now. She didn't. I don't think she thought it was gonna go this far.
That guy. Maybe that happened. I don't believe it, but maybe it happened. And I think we have to be fair and keep that option on the table. So Carrie B with $2 says, the hamster wheel, Dave, you're my A-lister comic and YouTuber. Oh, thank you. I will bury you. So again, it's easy to say, maybe she's a diva. Sure. That's easy to say. But if you want to look into what is a diva in part could be somebody who is very demanding because they don't have control over the other aspects of the movie. We just got a downvote for saying that. That's totally fine. You can have that opinion. But I think what's more interesting than just calling somebody a diva is explaining what begets a diva. Where does that come from? And again, I think in most cases,
ruining another man's career, his life, his family, that's more than a diva. That's like history. It's something fucking wrong with you.
It's a lack of control, exerting control. You might see somebody that's yelling at their assistant. Yeah, that's bad. You shouldn't do that. I'd like to think that I'd be above all of that type of stuff. But in the end, that's a result of their own anxieties. And anxiety comes from lack of control. It comes from lack of control in the environment that you're in and a fear of what might come from that lack of control. Carrie with $2 super chat. I want my $2. Better off dead. Thank you.
So he's kind of thinking that all this kind of started with her, with what he's saying. It's just like lack of control and always having needing to have that control and maybe feeling like she hasn't started. That's kind of, I kind of thought she had fell for Justin or something, and that maybe he was unaware of it, and the unreciprocation just kind of like, maybe Ryan saw a text message. I don't know. Let's see.
So much. And the cat lady with a $5 super chat. She was fully dressed during that scene. Her complaint intentionally misconstrued that with a footnote. Well, we don't know. To be quite honest, I agree with you. But until, and this is where we probably need to be, until we see that scene, which it'll probably be in the court. If this thing goes to trial, it would be in the video. Until we see that scene, it's still a he said, she said. She could have been fully dressed, but let's be fair. If she's in a scene where she's delivering a baby, there is at least implied nudity. They're at least going to show the side of the leg or whatever. So whether she was fully dressed or not, we don't know for sure. We have to be fair. Look, I'm not blaming anyone else who covers this, but my style's different. My style's a little different than some people like. I didn't rush to this story because I knew this TMZ story was kind of like, it was a bunch of, it's just a bunch of sugar, right? It's just a bunch of empty calories.
No, we know it didn't sit well.
And it got worse since then.
Because then Taylor started to ask questions, we're told, and she's found out that Blake, according to our sources, has been name dropping Taylor to kind of, flex.
Yeah, it's a flex. And by the way, this is not the first time I've been accused of being too understanding. Sunshine, beautiful name, says you're too understanding, Dave. Yes, people hurt people, but they're still hurting people. Again, explaining is not excusing.
Yeah, it's not excusing.
Absolutely. If all of these claims are true, which at this point, I believe them.
Totally agree with him.
Them to be. And by the way, how hilarious that as I explain this, and I understand, you get downvotes for and this will happen. It's called audience capture, right?
Mhm.
I'm not going to placate myself to the 4 down votes and not share the nuance of the situation, which is everyone does try the best with the information they have.
Right.
That
I love his perspective.
information can be flawed, short-sighted, based on fear, all these other issues. But Blake Lively probably didn't sit there one day and go, I'm going to ruin this guy's life for no reason. Now, is that the collateral damage that ends up getting done here? Probably, but where does it come from? That's way more
That's what I want to know. Like, what psychology? Like, where is this coming from exactly?
interesting to me than just going, Blake, B-lister, bad. Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night. But when we watch these things as an audience, we tend to want to believe we're better than the other person. And part of that is recognizing how bad the other person is. Blake Lively, if this is true, did a very bad thing.
She did.
The question is, does she feel justified? And if she does feel justified, why?
Why?
Why does she feel justified? I find that way more interesting.
And why does Ryan Reynolds not see what everybody else sees? That's kind of the more fascinating part. On top of what he's saying, in addition to what he's saying, is that Ryan Reynolds must be just a sociopathic or whatever's wrong with him. Her must be wrong with him too, because he doesn't see what we all see. He sees what she sees. I don't get it.
Than just saying, you know what, she's a diva who did something bad.
Sort of leveraging Taylor in specifically in one instance.
I just had a flashlight come across me.
Telling an actress that she had been cast by Taylor. That, you know, the way it's described to us is that Blake said to this actress, "Oh, Taylor is the one who wants you in this role," and we're told that Taylor had nothing to do with casting anybody.
So there's just no question that this relationship is now fractured. And remember, Taylor is the godmother to one of Blake and Ryan's kids.
Right.
So this relationship, the two of them were best friends. I mean, we saw them going out to dinner all the time. They were joined at the hip.
They were at the Super Bowl together last year.
That's right. That's right. Don't expect that this year.
Yeah, and I think that's a good point. That's a really good point. Who will Taylor have in her booth this year? I don't expect it to be Blake Lively. If it is Blake Lively, we'll know on Sunday. We'll be covering this. Thank you so much, Chris, for the $2. Dave is a Sound Diva super chat. Oh, I'm a huge Sound Diva, big time. And look, I mean, someone says, Maria said, "Why are you trying to justify Blake Lively's actions?" I just can't anymore. I can't with those types of comments.
Exactly.
I think I'm doing a pretty good job of
Like, literally trying to be fair. Like, literally what's there and what's not. Like, he's not he's explaining it. Like, what do you like? Like he said, we just like, oh, she did a bad thing. Like, I keep saying the same thing. How did this start? I've been saying this from day one. What made this all start? Like, what made her turn into this person all of a sudden during filming?
articulating and prosecuting what we're trying to do here, which is when you cover this, you want
The objective.
to look at both sides so that you can find out which side you agree with. And it's almost like showing your math. You know what I mean? So anyhow, I'm going to stop sort of addressing the people that don't understand what we're doing here. But I do appreciate you watching. AS says, what husband would allow his wife to go back on set to film the very intimate scenes with a perpetrator after she had this 30 list of sexual harassment complaints? I agree with you. These are the questions that are going to be very hard for her to answer. And look, the truth is that we're probably not going to get this thing to trial. And that's what makes it so complicated, because if this is not going to go to trial, how is this thing going to end?
Right.
I'd love to know your thoughts right now. I don't believe it's going to go to trial. I believe this is a game of chicken.
I think it is, because I don't think Blake Lively is she's like Amber Heard, she's not going to back down. And Justin definitely don't, because he has to sue these people. He has to he has to fight this. So I think it will go to trial, because I don't think she's going to back down, even though the evidence is so stacked against her. What do you guys think?
Where two people are going to run at each other as fast and hard as they can. And we saw that with Brian Friedman. He said, Brian Friedman, let me know. I want to depose her today. Obviously.
Definitely depose them. That would be amazing. Depose Taylor, depose all of them to get the truth.
Obviously, that wasn't going
And then you can use that in civil suit.
to happen. That wasn't going to happen.
Why?
But that is him saying, come on, put me in. Let's go. Let's do this. Now,
Why can't that happen?
how much of that confidence is because they have all of the information versus like they got a hunch? And I believe Justin's side has a lot of good information. We've seen a lot, but there's still also a lot of information that's left up to our opinions, whether it be the voice note or the slow dance. In my opinion, on the slow dance, there wasn't any sexual harassment. But again, that would also, like, you would have to have all of the context of what led up to that moment and what happened after that. So if there was ever a sort of complaint you could make that's below sexual harassment, and on the level of, well, he gave me the ick. It almost seems like Blake Lively, if anything, could be in the world where she says, oh, he gave me the ick, which again is not illegal. But to claim that's sexual harassment, especially in a world like this, that ends somebody's career. You have to, like, that's what it has to be. And the point that Ryan Reynolds would have let his wife back on set. Yeah. If there was sexual harassment, you could imagine that she would want to take the film from him right then and there, not afterwards. And you go, well, that would be so tough. They would have lost the financing. That 12 or 25 million, whatever it is, that's kind of a drop in the bucket to Ryan Reynolds. I mean, look, now they're suing for hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah. So I think.
Let me read your comment real quick. Hi, Krista. I really believed Ryan Reynolds was the villain. Yeah. When I listened to her replay show yesterday, I thought, what if she upped everything and Ryan as her husband, they want to protect Mev? That's the thing. Like, I don't understand. See, like, that's the thing. Now, what they're saying right now, just like you said right now, if they say that's all true, right? Say she says this to Ryan and Ryan believes that right there, and he's going to, protect his wife. Of course, he's going to look like the villain, but he's not. At this point, the information he has is coming from his wife that he believes, right? So that's going to turn him into an angry husband, right? So he didn't, like, now we're saying right now, he didn't stop his wife from going on set. There's no messages or text messages back and forth saying, hey, hon, are you okay? I got you. I'll be there at a certain time. You got this, blah, blah, blah. She hasn't showed any of that. Just to see, like, that would give perspective on at that point in time where she was saying these things to him. What is there to collaborate, that was the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was going on during that time? You said you and Ryan talk all the time. Okay, well, he's allowing you to go to work with a sexual predator, and there's a bullet point list of things that have to change, but you're not communicating with him during the day. If you are, you're not saying anything about this. Weird, right? Okay, let's see. Finish what he's saying. He's kind of answering the question we just kind of had.
I think if there was clear-cut sexual harassment, like he comes on to her in the dressing room when they weren't even rehearsing the scene or something like that, I would say that is a case where she would have undeniable evidence to say, stop the film, replace this actor. I'm not working with him. Give me the rights to the thing. I think that would be fair in the moment. This revisionary history, though, sadly, is not the type of thing that really sells me on her doing it because she was harassed.
I don't think so. Though I will say the godmother part means that maybe there's a chance that they can or they will prepare it just for the sake of
maybe.
And who gave TMZ their source on this? Did Taylor really say the stuff?
The kid,
but there's no question based
now,
on the people we're talking with, and let me just say, people we're talking with know.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. And Taylor Swift is unhappy. Again, an understatement that she has been inserted into this. And by the way,
and kind of used,
and not kind of, based on
she feels,
she feels totally used. Yeah. And I think one of the things that made all of this surface, we did a podcast. We have a new podcast, me and Mark Garagos, called Two Angry Men. And it dropped yesterday, and we interviewed Brian Friedman, Justin's lawyer, and I was grilling him on whether he was going to depose Taylor.
He was so good. How good was Brian Friedman in that interview? He's just like, he knows he has all the
amazing guys. He was amazing. That's Johnny Depp's lawyer.
Cards. He's Brian Friedman's a really good lawyer. You know why? He's a bulldog who doesn't have to show his teeth. And by that, I mean, how fearless he is to go up against WME. He goes up against literally the biggest people in Hollywood that other lawyers won't touch. And he does it going like, and that's why, and I called this weeks ago, I knew the second Brian Friedman was representing Justin Baldoni, I was like, damn, I don't think Brian Friedman does this lawsuit that could be years long. I don't think he does this if he doesn't think he's on the winning side.
Right.
Hey, $5 Canadian. Thank you so much here.
Yeah.
I reserve my right to change my mind if Blake provides decent evidence. It's unlikely, but I believe in fairness. I completely agree with you. Listen, I've said this all along. I got no allegiance to Justin
See, this is exactly how I feel.
Baldoni. If it turns out that Justin Baldoni, if the ring, I always use this like ring camera footage. Say Blake Lively logs into her old account and finds the ring camera footage of Justin Baldoni grabbing her buttocks from behind, in the trailer or in the alleyway between the trailer and the studio,
Or like hitting on her when she was, breastfeeding when he had asked her to come. Like if there was something that had nothing to do with the movie, then I mean that would definitely change our mind, I think. But there isn't that.
Boom, done. Case closed. It's over. That means she didn't defame him. Everything she said was true, and all of the.
And after that, I just think you're a dirty liar. But that we don't have that, right?
Absolutely. If that comes out, we haven't seen that. We haven't seen anything resembling that. And knowing full well that this case is probably not going to go to trial.
I think it is.
And I say that because it is really bad for Blake and Ryan. In fact, they would.
So that's what I mean. They should settle right now.
Probably apologize, then have this go to trial. But with all of that said and done, I don't know why they wouldn't have released more evidence if they had it.
Right.
If they had more smoking gun evidence, they would have released it. Now, the interesting thing here, someone has floated this theory by, which I don't know if anyone else has talked about. Someone had floated this theory by. Could it be that the PR person that had the information and crossed Justin Baldoni, could it be, I think it was Sloan, right? Could it be that that person cherry picked the stuff that they gave Blake Lively, making Blake Lively think they had a better case than they did? So then when Blake Lively sues, they didn't realize the emoji was redacted and all of that. If that's true,
well, then why did they say they should come out? Then they should come out and debunk that by now. If that's true,
I would expect Blake Lively to sue that PR person to say, hey, they didn't give me all the information. And again, I don't know if that's the case, but this thing happens where when you think you got the right side of the story, we see this all the time with journalists. When you think you have a scoop, it's so easy to get duped because you get excited and the side of your brain that deals with like rational thought, gone, done. And you no longer think rationally. Not that she was thinking that in the first place. So Blake Lively might think, hey, I got the dagger. I got everything I need. And that's the decision to go public. And then obviously we find out afterwards, well, it was lacking context. It was missing all this. Now, you might say, Dave, you're being way too generous. Well, maybe Blake Lively was in on the, redacted emoji and all.
She definitely was.
All of the other things. Yeah, maybe. But if Blake Lively ever can prove that Sloan gave her partial information, that's her out. And we'll have to see how it plays out. And for the 6 downvotes, we'll have to see in a few weeks or in a month or two if Blake ends up playing that side of the story. And then we can go back to this timestamp and I can go, see, there you go. It's an option. And, some people don't want to hear options. They just want to go, Blake, bad. Yeah, maybe. Probably. Sounds like it. But I will not be captured by the audience. You've earned that respect from me, folks, that I will not be captured.
So that's what I mean. Like, I'm not like, just because like literally it's obviously I'm not on Blake's side, but what he's like, I can still point out the facts of the like case of what she said, what she's done. And, if, don't have to be literally, unfair about it. Being fair is just giving all the facts, and then take that and do what you want with it. Like, I don't tell you guys to lean a certain way or why. I just tell you what I think in my perspective, and I take the information that we have and use it, and that's what I make our decision on. You know what I mean? And I'm not telling anybody to make the same decision as me, just telling you why. So that's that. But anyway, keep going.
Captured by any mobs. We will continue to try to see this from as many angles as we can. Linda says, if there was ring camera video, wouldn't they have revealed it? I completely agree. That's why I said maybe this footage falls from the sky. Maybe
that's what I mean. Like, maybe there is some footage of him doing things to her, but she hasn't said that. She hasn't proved that yet. And by now, all the things pointing down to her, I think she would have to like try to crawl out of this hole now. And if there was anything that proves that she's not lying, release it before she's completely buried.
Maybe they didn't know they had it. I don't expect that to happen, but that's what would have to happen in order for my opinion to be changed. Sydney says, hey, Dave, your diplomacy is appreciated. Here's another theory that isn't being spoken about. Blake Lively's defense, postpartum psychosis. You know what?
I said that, didn't I, guys? I said postpartum. She might be convinced that like she was in love with Justin or something, and it wasn't reciprocated, and she's very, very postpartum.
But actually, Sydney, so
I thought about that.
Regarding postpartum, and again, I don't know too much about the topic, but I do know this. I did have a family member who had postpartum psychosis.
I almost kind of think that could probably be it.
And I think what's more likely is postpartum anxiety.
Mm.
And I'll tell you why. When it comes to having grace, nobody in this chat of 2,652 people, including me, 2,653 people, my guess is not one of us has been in a movie that involved intimacy after having our fourth baby.
I think that's crazy.
So with that said, and I have talked about this, I do think one of the scenarios that Blake could use as her sort of like get out of jail, pull the parachute cord here, is claiming, hey,
postpartum,
I am wrong. The way I looked at this whole situation is wrong. I'm going to therapy to address why I
so agree with him right now. Could be so, that literally, and that's exactly what should, if she was not thinking clearly, because now she could maybe look back a little bit, because as time goes on, you'll get clearer, your head's get clearer and clearer, and maybe she'll look back and go, oh my God, I completely misread this entire thing. I did this to this person. I'm sorry. I was very postpartum and I should have never been doing a movie so close, something like that. But do I think that's going to happen now? But that's actually, because I couldn't figure out why is she so like, he didn't do any of the things she said, and everything she alleged, he has proof of those dates and times in which she said he did things, and you see that he clearly didn't, and it was manipulated. So it's like, did she at one point ever feel, I don't know, not in control? I don't like, it's so confusing, but I do think that that could have a lot to do with it. Like I said, time goes on, you get clearer, and you look back and you're like, oh my God, like who is that person? Like, I can't believe that, I was thinking that way. And, so I did say that.
I could have seen this the wrong way. My brain has been foggy. I am not thinking clearly. My hormones are all off. I think my audience right now is probably 90% women. I think we can all agree that, first of all, the female body is a beautiful miracle, the way it can give birth and spawn a child. I mean, what the hell's going on there? Delivering my baby 9 months ago yesterday.
We're aliens.
Delivering my baby. I caught it. Very slippery, by the way. I could not believe what is capable. I mean, the man, we just get to go in there and do the fun part. You know what I mean? We go in there, we have the fun part. And
he's hilarious.
All of a sudden, a woman bakes a baby for 9 months. It's absolutely insane.
I hope I'm okay. I hope he doesn't mind that I play this. I mean, I tried to keep the speed up so I don't have to get copyright strike, but I mean, he explains it so much quicker than I can.
And of course, your hormones are all off, and postpartum.
Like Teresa, I can't speak right. I'm trying.
Postpartum psychosis does exist. Postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety are super common, to the point where everyone who's having a baby should be absolutely on the lookout for all of the things that might lead to that. I mean, huge. My biggest concern after having a baby was, how do I feed my wife all of the best, most nutritious food, give her as much sleep as she could possibly get, and do everything to minimize that from happening? Because we live in a world that
what a great fucking guy. He just said all about his wife. I love that.
Think separates us from community, which causes depression. We live in a world where we separate ourselves. Like, this isn't the old times where, you'd have 15 women all sitting around the fire, holding their babies, talking about how tough, we live in a very isolated world. And my wife and I just moved to a new part of the country. We don't have any friends and all these other issues that I have to remember on the hour to go check in on her.
Oh, I like that. I love him. I like what he's saying right now. And he's saying Blake could be possibly going through that.
Blake Lively might not have that support system.
Right.
Might be in a postpartum anxiety situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no person to diagnose that, but it's absolutely something
I really think that should be looked into.
Worth considering.
I think she should consider that, because I don't think I don't think she's not very logical at all
here. And and by the way, I don't lose faith in my audience when they push back on this. I'm so steadfast on my beliefs that we live in a kind world. And I just remind people out there, it's up to you to decide, do I live in a kind world or do I live in an unkind world? Is this a friendly universe?
Right.
Now, you can find me any moment of any day an unkind story. If it bleeds, it leads. You can do that all day long. And that's what you choose. You're going to be proven correct no matter which thing you believe. I don't think most people lie. I think most people tell the truth. And but when lies do happen, they happen in situations where there's a lot to gain. We see this where no woman is accusing, most women are not going to accuse a guy of something he didn't do but when it does happen, it's athletes, it's rock stars, it's situations where it's almost like that person's clout, that star power attracts the type of person that would lie, that 1% or 0.1%. So again, I still live in that world where this is rare and we only discuss it because this is it's big news, So anyhow, that's where I live. You may disagree. Let's just finish this quick clip here and then I'm going to get into something very interesting.
Because the way it had been described, it certainly seemed like Taylor was involved.
That's right. That's right. And he was kind of cagey about it because she was kind of the ace in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
But now it looks like this whole thing was a sham that Blake.
And by the way, AS says she was on set 3 months after giving birth. Too soon. I mean, I totally agree.
Wow. Okay. I want to hear the story real quick, and then maybe we can take Dave's side on this. I don't do Bachelor Nation, but I wanted to start watching it, so I want to hear what the story is with him. Mm. Oh, I remember this guy. Trying to get the things off right here. What? What? Why? I don't know. Where'd he go?
So this is like legitimate stuff and it's still ongoing. This is the lady in court, Laura Owens, where she wore a fake baby bump. She stood up for the whole meeting. How many of my audience have had babies? How many would be 6-7 months pregnant and stand up for an hour and a half for no reason? So here she is standing up, adjusting her fake belly.
But she was shifting her belly around.
What?
Moving it.
No. Oh my gosh.
She had a prosthetic. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So she's shifting it and moving it in a frame so the judge can see it. Like, I'm pregnant. Look at me. And so
she's moving her belly in frame to show the judge that she's pregnant. Why is this interesting? Well, and by the way, I have to let you guys know, to the 2,500 people in the chat, you have to follow this story. It will be a Netflix documentary. I will be sharing my story.
Oh my God. I didn't know any of this, guys. Oh my God, this is wild.
Story in full with this, but we've been covering this. We had to raise money for a lawsuit, seeking justice for all victims of Laura Owens at Clayton's Justice on Twitter. We've also got a subreddit called Justice for Clayton. She's had this shut down multiple times. And there's also an Instagram called Justice
She's not even pregnant. Oh my God.
for Clayton. They do such a fantastic job explaining all of this. It went to trial. She lost on June 10th of 2024, and now the county prosecutors are investigating her. They made a statement. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office is continuing the process of reviewing the referral from the Superior Court on the case of Laura Owens. So she's denying it. She's filing an appeal. But I wanted to show you some of the evidence. So she just got her restraining order renewed against this man. She sent this text message on the left claiming that she's having twins and that one of them was sick. And as it comes out, when you reverse Google search, we find out that she actually stole this from a mother in Texas who lost one of her babies due to, I think it's called invisible baby syndrome. Do I have that right? And vanishing baby, excuse me. So she stole an ultrasound. Here's the video of me discovering it. Oh, actually, sorry. This is a second ultrasound. She also stole this ultrasound. She denies it, but this is an ultrasound she stole, and users online were able to find out the original ultrasound. So here's the video she took from the bottom, and then and then we found out it was 6 years old. I layered them up. Check this out.
Andrew, you are not the father.
So we busted her. Now, once we busted her, she just claims that people hacked her account, but we have evidence that she sent this sonogram to us showing proof of pregnancy. Now, why is this so interesting? Because guys, I'm just here to tell you, this is a case we've been following that will get in on this before it's in the documentary stage, because I'm still getting threatened. She's still planning on suing people like me for emotional distress. After the court case, she lost a bunch of weight and she's claiming it's because of what we've done. But as you see, all we've done is provided evidence. Here's Clayton. He was in court by himself. You guys, our audience, raised money to get him a lawyer so that he could properly defend himself from all these accusations.
I went public and stated, I signed up for a prenatal paternity test. Now she needs to schedule her part. I then placed that upon her to schedule her portion. And then as people knew that she had to schedule it, she then scheduled. But the test came back little to no fetal DNA present, which would track with her not actually being 5 months pregnant with twins, because if she had twins, then there would be fetal DNA present.
So the question is, why? So she claimed multiple times that she was pregnant with twins, and every time she lost the pregnancy. Well, guess what happened this time? She met somebody who was ready to call her out. And so we called her out. We did the unthinkable. We said, we think she's going to fake a miscarriage, or she's going to fake moving to another country and sending these babies off. So Clayton Eckerd, with the money we raised, got his attorney to file a putative registry, which means he was going to file as the father. So he goes to court, files as the father of these fake babies. That way she can't just claim she gave them up to adoption. Every step of the way, as she claimed she was pregnant, 5 months.
Wow.
6 months, 7 months. Time's a ticking.
She made it up, and he goes, oh my God.
We said, when is she gonna give this up? She even went so far as to send this video of her father, who's on his hospital bed, sick with Parkinson's disease, showing that she was pregnant right here. The only problem is, this isn't Laura. This is her older sister, which we were able to find out because she sent a version of this through mobile, which she didn't know included the fact that this wasn't her face. This is so obviously her sister. So she was able to use her basically dying father as a pawn in her scheme to pretend she was pregnant. We did mole research. We figured out this wasn't her, right? That's not all she did. We were able to discover, our audience. And again, you might be going, Dave, what?
This is fucking awesome.
The hell is this case? You're new to my channel. I'm here to tell you, we are bad mother effers in this community, and we don't get fucked with. We don't get fucked with. Awesome. So we were able to discover this. She's threatening to sue me to oblivion. She's her lawyer's harassing me while my wife is actually 8.5 months pregnant. On the day we were having our baby shower, she has her lawyer send me a threatening letter. And she also sends me this early on. She sends me this HCG test, which shows that she was at 132,000 level HCG, which would have lined up with twins at 5 or 6 months pregnant. Only come to find out, when she was subpoenaed for her actual evidence, she only had an HCG of 102, which is like taking a shot of a fertility drug or a diet pill. It's absolutely nothing, especially if you're 5 or 6 months pregnant. So she had finally admitted to lying about this, but she said she lied because she was just trying to get me off of her back. Well, sorry, you can't get me off of your back. The last thing we found, so she just had her restraining order renewed. This is the restraining order right here. She just got this renewed in January against Greg Gillespie. We called him victim number 2. Turns out he was probably the 3rd or 4th.
Jesus Christ. my God.
victim. But either way, he's done nothing wrong other than hook up with her, have like a one-night stand with her, and she claims she was pregnant.
What?
But what's interesting about that is she used this ultrasound, which we were able to find out through reverse Google searching belonged to this lady from Texas, which is why I actually haven't been sued for defamation. She also used this ultrasound to claim it was hers, which actually was her sister. Her sister gave birth in May of 2023. So she used this ultrasound to say it was hers. Why would she redact the first name and not the last name?
Right.
Well, it's obviously her sister's ultrasound. And by the way, she claims this was hers, but the gestational age would have been 21 weeks, which is past the amount of time if you have a miscarriage, then you have to get a fetal death certificate after 20 weeks. So when I say we caught her in every sort of way, how come the FBI searched me? What did I do that was so wrong other than fight for victims here? She also claimed that
They had the FBI. She had the FBI on him. She hooked up with Bachelor Nation guy.
she was the victim of domestic violence. She used one of these images to claim domestic violence, and she used the other to claim she was getting an abortion with that guy that she later claims was DV. This is a case of someone dumps you so you change as a person, including the fact that when I interviewed Clayton Echard, he said the same thing. He got 2 blowjobs from her. That's all they did. All of a sudden, a couple days, the next day, he's like, hey, I'm your real estate agent. We shouldn't do that. What does she do to repay him? Claims he knocked her up, gets the board to review him as a real estate agent. She emails people. In fact, I got an email from a journalist who claimed to be a Black college student who later we find out was her pretending to be a Black college student.
Jesus.
In fact, there's so much to this story I can't get into. She faked ovarian cancer. She faked a Jewish agent. She faked an Asian doctor, and she faked a Black journalist. And she is a Catholic, I think a practicing Catholic who comes from Jewish heritage, who claimed anti-Semitism.
I gotta see if the dad, what's it called, the podcast, the dad podcast, whatever, he calls out people like that. That's what he's talking about. This girl's nuts.
And I mean, literally everything in the book. Everything in the book. So if you're still listening, I need you to follow this story, and I need you to be a part of the community.
All right, guys, if you are listening, can you do what he's asking us to do?
The community that finds justice for Clayton, and to be quite honest, justice for myself as well. So go to Justice for Clayton on Reddit, join this community because there's still information coming out. She is still coming after her victims, one of which is a guy named Mike Maricini, who just announced he's having another baby. He was the initial victim. She's had a restraining order on him for what, 8 years? She's tormented him.
Oh my God.
They met on a dating app in 2016. She claimed twins with him. She later admitted that she faked the pregnancy test, although she denies that now. She says he emotionally and physically abused her. And she's also put him under a restraining order that he still is under. She's getting him fired from his jobs. She made a TEDx talk about him, claiming him of DV, and she still has restraining orders. So all these 3 men, plus another guy named Matt, who doesn't want to come forward, have all been victims of frivolous claims of pregnancies and miscarriages and abuse. And she said she was afraid for her unborn children, that Clayton was going to attack her. These guys have lost millions because they're not able to get normal jobs they would have at this part of their career. So I actually had this was us on June 10th. We literally went to the courthouse to follow this trial. And here's Laura Owens and her mom getting a police escort after they called the police on one of her victims who was there to testify. So it's absolutely ridiculous. There they are. Their lawyers attacked me. She's claimed she's lost all this weight because we've been, lying about her online. In fact, don't take my word for it. Here's the Scottsdale police after she threatened to kill herself over our coverage.
They haven't stopped, and so she thought that.
And by the way, this is her mom who's trying to defend her.
It needs to go to some kind of a cyber crimes unit, and she had said in there that the harassment. I can say it. I had told the guy specifically that creating these silly videos about me had made me feel borderline suicidal.
That's me. So she said that by me creating videos about her, she felt borderline suicidal. How about the guys that you put through?
Yeah, but all the guys who stole millions, you literally lost jobs and shit over. Oh my God.
Hell, how do you think they felt?
Right.
I was last month I messaged him and he continued to make videos about me, but I'm fine. He's made this guy has made 40, 50 videos.
Guess what? I've made 150 at this point.
I mean,
So they were upset that I made 50 videos about them because they couldn't silence me
I'm going to share this from
because I wasn't, she tried to get a restraining order against me, folks. It was denied by First Amendment rights. And to be quite honest, until June 10th of 2024, I never even said her name. We called her Jane Doe. I never said her name or showed her face because I wanted to be fair and I didn't want what she's now doing to be used against me.
it's insane.
So somebody at the FBI actually saw your complaint today.
And by the way, Colin, I appreciate you, says, believe all women, laugh, laugh, laugh. Well, the truth is the saying was always believe women, which I still stand by. I think we should believe women and men. I think we should believe people when they tell us something. Right. What happens after that is we wait for evidence to corroborate someone's claims. So with Blake Lively, with the initial harassment claims, it's like, all right, that's okay. You can believe her. Don't throw Justin Baldoni out. Just believe her. And then when no evidence comes in, then you can change your opinion. But the idea of believe all women was sort of part of the culture war that was created to say, it became very black and white. And it doesn't have to be black and white, Colin. We can live in a world where we believe victims. And then if they, end up not being able to provide evidence, then what can you do? So, of course, people believed Laura for about a day or two, and then the truth came out, and then people changed their mind.
And saw that where it's like these videos make you more like suicidal, and they're like,
right.
We're like, oh, we better call Scottsdale, make sure you're not actually gonna hurt yourself.
Right. No.
And you're not.
No, I'm not.
You don't need any assistance.
No.
So she claims she's suicidal when it comes to psychologically. I mean, it's. I don't know what you would want to call it. What is it called when someone pretends to be suicidal?
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Wow. What? It is big. Right. I agree. I like him too. Really? I like that he does kind of what I do. Like he just kind of looks at it all like and tries to figure out exactly what are these people, why this, why are we taking this person's side? Like what evidence do it? Like exactly, it makes so much sense, doesn't he? Wish I could say it. I wish I could say what he says is in a short amount of time that he says it. Mm. Mm. Oh my God, what's our attorney say? Oh my God. God, that's crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. What the heck? Oh my God. Oh, oh my God. Christ. You gotta be this is yeah. Anybody that's watching, hold on. It's just I should put trigger warning on here. This is Dave Naylor. He's a comedian. I'm just saying there's like 200 people. I'm just running. I'm watching. We were covering the Blake Lively. He explains it very well, and then he went into this story, which is fascinating. One of the bachelors got involved with this chick, but he's been covering it for 2 years, and it's so freaking wild. And it kind of reminds me of Amber Heard again. I mean, but worse. But he needs our help. So anyway, this is really fucking. This is fascinating with all this chick. Oh my God. Said that, yeah. Hmm. You're for what? What? It's weird. There's other content creators or just him? Yes, he did that. The Bachelor. What did he say? Bachelor, what? What? The Bachelor. It's just weirdo. Bachelor thing. Oh God, yeah. Oh my God. Mm. What's he clever? This is good for cute. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Wow. He's a comedian. Mm, what? Like, Oh my god. Oh my god. How did you hook up with her? Mhm. Right. Who? Uh, what? For what? Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I know. No. That's the craziest thing. Like, who goes this far with all these different men that she didn't even have sex with? This is crazy. I'm sorry, guys. Mm. Well, this is so I'm kinda glad I'm sharing this for 'em. I didn't know that it was gonna happen, but hopefully you guys get kind of invested because this is why since I mean, oh my god, this is crazy. Criminal investigation. What? Why is this lady up here talking about this weird ass shit? What the fuck is happening? What? This torture. Oh, they're gonna take you to charge her. Oh, so she might get charged after I'll drop it. We'll pick up. Right, right. Yeah, oh my god. Mm. Pray with your help. Pray the most mm, her? It's that's so weird. That guy? Shoot, what the fuck? Hey, what? Mm, I don't wow. Yeah, fucking savage. Oh my god. Wow. That's what? Ugh, hey, hey, why though? It's annoying. Mm, the music. I'm so confused. He hired him? Oh, I see. Oh, I see what the I'm so confused. Oh my god. So she made it up. I can't fucking believe it. So she made it. Okay, and that's the Fiverr logo. So she made it. Okay. Oh, you guys are okay. That was a little long. I apologize. I cannot believe that that girl. Oh my god, I didn't know all this. I don't get into Bachelor Nation, but that is some shit. We're gonna have to share that for him and get into that case and support him because she could do that to any content creator she wants. You know what I mean? If she could do this to all these, oh my, could you imagine what she could do? The rest of us talking about it. But I know you guys are probably bored with this. I apologize. And Memir, thank you for all you guys being here. My dad's here. Hey, Dad. Like I don't know. I mean, what could possibly? That's something. He's being fair. He's not taking sides. He's just he's saying not really. You know what I'm saying? We look at the evidence after we decide. Okay, at first I did actually think that maybe I did what I like loosely heard about the case with Amber and Amber. Oh my god, with Blake and Justin is like, oh yeah, I kind of believed her. You know what I mean? I love you, Aaron, too. I love my bestie. We got to chat. I'm gonna Do you care if I call you after this live? Are you going live tonight? He's such a good he's a really good guy. And I actually, yeah, he's an active comedian. And I just actually found him on here because I threw Heather McDonald somehow talking about this because I got invested in this. As soon as I found out that this chick was like Amber Heard, I got so addicted to this case and it was just crazy. But it's like I also always try to find the psychology behind her. What makes them what makes her do things? Like what made her do this? You know what I'm saying? And what is people that are not team or team Blake? What do they see? I don't see, or would the rest of us don't see, or what is there that what would make them think that I'm not with just looking, not just facts, not looking, not just take our personal personal opinions, but just by what she has said and what she has provided and what she has claimed, and then what was provided by Justin. Just looking at those facts alone, it's like you can't deny that they were doctored and made up. So that part, just after that, I don't believe anything you say after that. You know what I mean? You lied about that, turned around another man's career and other man's career. I can't believe it. Then it makes me wonder, like, why did she do this, right? And then why again would Ryan Reynolds, her husband, be okay with taking down another man and the way that she has? And after I said, okay, maybe she's lying to him. Of course, she's a lying ass wife, right? She's been lying to him for a long time. And she seems to be Amber Heard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, very manipulative. And like, could you imagine? I was like, oh my God, Ryan's probably freaking out. He's realizing that his wife's a whole ass fucking liar because all this evidence is coming out. And he's probably going to he's going to have to say something. And what does he do? He literally backs her up on it. Good husband, but Jesus Christ, Ryan, you are taking this man down over lies. And it's like, now that they're lies. And what makes you believe your wife now? When you see in black and white that there's lying. She lied. That's the craziest part. And then looking at what this chick just did, the Bachelor Nation, oh my God. Like each guy was like one blowjob, like literally none of them are relationships. And she's got restraining orders, DVs, fake pregnancies. That's crazy. What makes people do that? And I know that I have fucked up shit. I have mental issues, but Jesus Christ. I mean, that's crazy. I never done any of it. I never even thought about that stuff. I don't, you know what I mean? Especially if you haven't even had a relationship with that person. And she's all over the FBI content creators' houses, Dave's house. Like, what the fuck? Wow. But wow. And he had, oh my God. Think about it. And then these people have husbands, like the two, the bachelor guy and the one other guy, they both have another relationship and actually have children. And she's claiming that they're DV and rape and all that crap. Oh my God. And then the lawyer, she always got the lawyer hemmed up. Like, what the fuck is happening? That is a dangerous person. And it's like, how can you not see that? But right, I would love to see if there's another side to that. You could tell me that these chicks are in the right. Aaron, did I drop the link for you earlier? You were earlier. Never mind, you were here earlier. I was like, wait, did I ever come up? Is there anything else going on pop culture wise? Let me see. Anything? Dave, guys, please follow Dave's stuff. He's amazing. And like I said, he can say in a half hour what I can't even say in there. And then I don't know, Candace is doing that becoming Brigitte. That's amazing. About the I wasn't really into Candace until recently, I guess the Blake Lively thing, but she's talking about Brigitte, the French president, I guess, and how it was a man and then married to a 14. Well, they were 14 when they met. Her husband's 14 and she was his teacher. Or he or she was, I can't, it's a he becoming a she. And then now they're in a relationship. So, okay. Blake admits it. Okay. So now we have, oh my God, there's so much. Popcorn Planet has a good, let's play that real quick. It says Blake admits it. Okay. This is Andy Signar from Popcorn Planet. His coverage of this. Because what I do all day, I was talking about Housewives.
Secret footage has been released that reveals that Blake Lively was working with Taylor Swift the whole time? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signar. I'm so excited to be joined by Melanie King. How are you doing, Melanie?
I am doing great, Andy.
Good to be joined by me, Andy.
Good to be here.
Thank you for being here. You put the scoop out. I'm a little late, guys. I know, because I want to let Melanie ride for it a little longer before we tapped in. But for those of you who missed it, I thought this was a good one to spotlight. And I wanted to bring Melanie in because you've been doing some great work. You jumped in the fray as well, as so many have. And you've been really getting on this. Are you surprised to see this taken off the way it is? I guess this is not the typical type of stuff you typically cover, right?
No, it's not. I mean, but I get into like what they call conspiracy theories, and I especially get into like corruption and cases and things like that. So when this popped up for me, I was just like, okay, yeah, something is here. And I just dug in.
Yeah, you dug it. I couldn't even find these clips. She had to send them back to me because we're actually prepping a whole documentary. I hope to interview for that and get you involved and others. And we had trouble finding this clip, but this here it is. We're gonna go through it again. She played it first over there, and whoever took the footage ages ago, kudos. But watching this now, this was a screening, I guess. Do we know when? It was like August or so. Like this was an early cast screening.
Yeah, it was in August. I think I have the date. And I think it was in a theater. It was, I think,
Taylor lying or is Blake lying?
The Roxy Cinema in New York City. So it was a screening, early screening, and then it was just kind of question and answers.
And everybody's there but Justin.
Everyone's there.
Except Justin.
Even Colleen Hoover.
Full cast, Colleen, Blake, they're all there. Blake's late. But here's the clip I want to focus on. Sorry, I know it's a little soft. I try to boost it. You may need to lift up your volume while this is playing.
You have to make some calls. There were a lot of calls made for a lot of songs in this movie. Honestly, like this movie, I think that like when you see it, it feels like a big, beautiful summer movie, but like we didn't have any budget.
First, I got to pause. We're going to get to it. This is a big, beautiful summer movie. No, it's not. It's a very serious movie. Second, we didn't have budget. You think, Melanie, that's because she spent it on her wardrobe?
That's what I'm thinking. I think what was it, $600,000 for her wardrobe? And she still looked a hot mess.
Like almost Mary Poppins. It is weird because, the independent budget, you really didn't care spending it for your wardrobe, but now we didn't have any money. Yeah, well, now we know why. All right, let's continue.
So there were a lot of favors and a lot of begging. And I mean, honestly, she was with me on this experience the whole time.
She was with me this experience the whole time, Taylor. She might just be saying that because she wants to sound important, but I don't know, Melanie. I'm buying it. I believe for dragons, she's got to use those dragons when she can. And she was with me on this experience this whole time.
All throughout it. So like she really lived
all throughout it.
With me. Yeah, she was, she's a person who shows up for you. And
she's the person who shows up for you.
I'm so grateful to have that love and that support. But yeah, there were other people too that I had to call and beg. People that said no. I don't know what that means.
Anyway, she goes, we'll play. It's telling, and I'm glad you found that because she's been trying to downplay Taylor's involvement, right? She's been trying to say, she just popped up, and now there's sources saying Taylor just happened to be in the room that day. She didn't even mean to have a meeting with Justin. It seems like Team Taylor is trying to back up as far as possible from the situation, which makes sense. Taylor does, she has her own ego, and she's not perfect, but I do know she doesn't like to be involved in drama that she hasn't specifically, said, I want to call this out. You know what I mean? So do you think this is true? Do you think Blake is now?
I think Blake's lying and Taylor's lying.
Revealing too much of Taylor's involvement?
I don't think she's revealed enough. I mean, Taylor Swift a lot of people don't realize how big she was for the Me Too movement. I'm actually going to be doing some videos on it and how closely, she was like one of the head people. And so she's always about women empowerment and girl boss. And she's the godmother to 3 of her children. I find it suspicious that Taylor Swift hasn't spoken out in defense of her best friend this whole time. Yes, it's almost like she's trying to hide herself from it. Like, to me, that's even
really TMZ came out and said that Taylor was pissed and that Blake's lying. This is 7 hours ago. So I guess maybe they didn't see
more suspicious.
I agree, especially given, right? I talked about a video where Taylor's $1 lawsuit with that DJ, which, she fought and not many people were believing her. She won. And now, it's weird that she's not being vocal. At the same time, I get it. Taylor's very careful about her image.
I thought she was. Well, TMZ said she was.
Like she didn't talk about politics for the longest time, and then sort of finally did. Made a whole documentary justifying why she did it. But it is strange to me. I agree with you, but it's also not to me because I'm like, yeah, I can see why she doesn't want to touch this anymore with the 10.
Where did TMZ get their information about her? Taylor saying she absolutely that Blake's lying.
A poll, but I find it shocking that Blake's admitting this, like putting it out there, because I do think Taylor likes to be more private in her engagements and things. She doesn't like to talk about her relationships. So that's why I think the Travis Kelce.
She denied it.
It's been interesting because she's never done that with her boyfriends before. So to see, like, she does it in a song, but I'm saying out there splashy like she's doing, she does tend to like keep her private life private, her songs, and that's it. So do you think she's annoyed at Blake for sort of putting her more in the spotlight publicly?
I think she is. I mean, at the time, I don't think she was upset with her because, all of this hadn't unfolded. They didn't think that this would go this far. They really thought that the public would be on Blake's side. I mean, you just see it like with the New York Times and all of that. And so I think
this is so messy.
In my opinion, the things I've seen, I think Taylor Swift was far more involved than we have seen. And again, we haven't gotten to Discovery to see what text messages, email.
See, I want Discovery.
How far the rabbit hole actually, goes. How.
Oh my God. There's just an accident at the stop sign. Oh, let me play this while you guys check. Oh well. At this point now, you got to literally like bring it. That's evidence right now. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, so it's like, why isn't am I sharing this? Why? Yeah, yesterday, like, TMZ, I showed you. TMZ said that Taylor was not. She was denying all of it. Oh shit, where am I at? Sorry. Yeah. Look, you're weird. And Taylor's coming out denying on all of that. Mhm. I know maybe like literally Taylor didn't take it as 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 serious. Like maybe Blake said, "Oh, I said that," but like I'm not. She didn't know like what else she was going to do to Justin after that. So Taylor probably thought it was no big deal at first. Right. Well, where you're dragging. Exactly. And what really. Hmm. Sorry.
Taylor Swift.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I thought
Data, you just have to have an investigator that knows how to do it. She could have still been there. And they women, we have wine or drinks, and
we're clearly tight. So it's strange. They were
right
worse, yada yada yada. They'll help you too. Would that upset you? Would that make you look at that friend a little differently?
It wouldn't make me look at them differently because I would know my friend. I tend to think birds of a feather flock together. So, like, I don't think this is the first time that this has happened. And then people, we're talking about Hollywood. We're talking about, these are the things that happen. I would laugh if I saw something like, if my friend said something like that. Taylor may have been right there when she texted. Remember, he left her house. This was right after he left from that meeting, right? If I recall. So was Taylor still there? She could have been there. And, as women, we have wine or drinks and we're just laughing and what we call kikiing. And it's like, and it's
your
like,
theory that like Taylor could have been saying, tell him you're Khaleesi.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these are the things that you can learn through discovery and me investigating cases. It can get to the point where they can track where Taylor's phone was at that time. Like you don't even need a subpoena for this. You can actually track it through the cell towers. This is like public data. You just have to have an investigator that knows how to do it. She could have still.
And then like maybe even look at text messages, like I said, between Ryan and if Blake has text messages between her and Ryan around the time, like why wouldn't they be talking about what she's accusing him of as she's doing these scenes? Like if I were Ryan and her, I'd be like, hey, hon, you okay? Like, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just checking in on you.
Been there. And
doesn't provide any like that.
They were laughing about it. They could have been texting about it. I think she knew. That's my personal opinion. Because
I think you guys might be right. I said she didn't, but I think you guys were right.
Why would she just come up with that? Like, I think Ryan Reynolds, was he shown with the evidence we've seen, he has been a dragon for her. Mm-hmm. So was she lying when she said that? Or was she, it looks funny to us, but we're seeing the evidence of Ryan being exactly that for her. So why wouldn't Taylor Swift be?
Yeah, and to plug you, because you've been doing good investigating on this other video you pointed out, speaking of Ryan being her dragon, you brought up this whole Sick Kids initiative, which he released literally the day the lawsuit was filed in a stream that he then incorporated Blake. And this was a charity you were telling me that he's done every year with a big stylized production video. This year, though, he decided to announce Blake and I are giving $500,000 and matching everybody to Sick Kids. Literally the day the lawsuit's filed. I mean, that is very interesting. It clearly reads, we got to look good in the press. Do you think that was all on purpose?
Yeah, I went back years and I looked at every year when he would release a video for this charity for kids. And it's like you said, it's a high end production, usually even a talking sweater, just all types of things. And he normally releases it in early December, usually between the 2nd and the 8th. But last year, 2024, he released it December 20th, the day she filed her civil rights complaint in California. And then we know the next morning, the New York Times came out with their article and their video with this whole thing. So, and what looks like the evidence points to, and this is what Justin Baldoni's lawsuit is now, his amended one is saying, that there was collusion.
Yo, did you see how bad Ryan looked?
Between them and the New York Times for months. And so why wouldn't that be part of that coordinated effort to, make their image look really good?
All good points. If you guys want to see more, make sure you've subscribed over to Melanie. You can follow her over on YouTube at Melanie. It's Melanie King. Yeah. Also TikTok, Insta or X, I guess, and Instagram. You're on all the socials, so you can find her there. Please give her a follow. Always a pleasure. We got to do this again. We have to collab more. Let's figure out ways to do it. I love your insight. Thank you for being here. Guys, we got a lot more.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, no, thank you. And we got a lot more comment. Make sure you subscribe. It didn't feel that way. I didn't think of it.
Yeah. Wow. And I now say, wow. I'm so okay. So, wow. She said a lot. She said it a lot that she said so many different times that Taylor was involved all the whole time. And she's going to end up she's going to end up being deposed. I know. That's another thing. It's one thing to postpartum, but if you feel that way, Justin seemed very, he's such a, was a feminist, they said. One of the guys that would literally be there, probably, he's there home rubbing his wife's feet. And you know what I mean? He would be so accommodating. We saw him being so accommodating to her. Her complaints that were so unfounded. Let's read them. Let's see. Yeah, I can't, seeing her, I can't, he's so accommodating. You know what I mean? All right, let's read some of this. Cornering with love. He's got all the text messages. All right, let me share this. We'll read a little bit of it. There's 223 people watching. I'm just chilling, just going over the Justin Baldoni, just kind of talking about it and seeing where people's heads are with it, because it keeps getting worse for Blake in my eyes. But just the evidence, so I say this is Exhibit A, and this is in, I think, the amended part. The following timeline is intended to be read in conjunction with consolidated plaintiffs. First amended complaint is also expressly incorporated, therefore, in reference. This document provides a summarized account of the sequence of key events. Okay. Well, let's see. I hate that I can't. How do I do that? All right. Oh, duh. Okay. Bring it bigger. Why can't I do that? It's so hard. No. Okay. Oops. I can use this thing. Okay. Oh no! Shoot. God, it's just hard to I make it bigger, but it's hard for me to scroll it down the right way or something. I don't know how else can I do that. All right, I don't know. Say no. That doesn't work. Justin emails Colleen about the book. It ends with us. Okay. God damn it! Is there another way to do this? I'm so confused at why I can't. Why it just it doesn't do it easily. It's annoying. Okay. I can't just scroll without. Missing something, fucker. Okay. I don't know what to do, guys. It's fucking annoying. Doesn't let me do that. Oh, it does. Oh, Krista. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my god. See, I'm so sorry. Eventually I catch up and get it. So this is an email. Okay. Justin emails Colleen about it. February 1st, 2019. Wow, it's such a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for being open to having potentially option. Okay, something about the book. It's hard to read this shit, dude. Quick backstory. My purpose and intention in this insane business are simple. Create the content that helps remember. Okay, what the hell? That helps us remember our shared humanity, content that makes us better to make. Okay, so I it's hard to read. So he's saying he wants to make the movie, and has good intentions. And now this is before Blake's involved, and it's about what he's done and the story. Okay. Colleen tells Baldoni. Colleen, whoever watched. Director Justin Baldini's theater. She told Baldoni, you're the right person to make this movie. It ends with us. Okay. So then she tells him, yes, you can have to make the movie. Due to intentional travel, some members may appear reflecting. Okay, we know that. All right, it's just them going back and forth. Okay, she suggests that he plays Ryle in the film. September 20, Baldoni connects with a representative from a nonprofit organization. That's the movie. So, No More, which raises awareness and acts to end domestic violence and sexual violence with the intention of partnering on the film. The representative followed up with an email to Baldoni shortly after. So happy to get a chance to connect with you briefly. I'm really excited. No More partnering Wayfair anyway, and beyond grateful to that relates to Microsoft in the movie. Blah blah blah. Your comment about not wanting to make DV porn, well taken. Appropriately acknowledging the balance between love or how childhood trauma impacts us adults. Not wanting to excuse Ryle's behavior is really hard. Simultaneously, want the audience to understand Loyal's response to Ryle after the violence she experienced as a child. She didn't even see the book, dude. She never read the book about this. It's crazy. She needed this backstory and she didn't. Violence is a child without people, getting frustrated and wanting to scream. Why don't you just leave? Not easy stuff, but I'm confident you of anyone will get it right in a way that makes a good movie. Strong message. I love it. Okay. It's a good one. Back and forth from No More representative. Wayfair partners with Sony. Their agreement includes at Wayfair Baldoni's assistance required that 1% film. All right, we know that. Lively agrees. Okay, so then Lively agrees to take the role as Lily Bloom. That's December 2022. Man, it's not that long ago. January 23rd, Baldoni and Wayfair develop marketing ideas for the film. They share these campaign ideas with Sony, including an idea for the Lily Bloom pop-up shops nationwide, which provide access and resources for domestic violence victims. They also sought partners with No More. Man, she did not think this was a domestic violence case. Wayfair, it was high. It was great to discuss the three. Okay, so now they have everybody's involved. Premiere campaign, nationwide Lily Bloom pop-up shops. Fun and sexy floral shop around the country, Justin, and if possible, the case. They show up impromptu for photos, maybe even working the shop partner. Domestic views, shelters to facilitate resources and safe houses. Early fan screenings, cast files. What's up with the balloon, like pop-up shops? Florals. What's with the florals? Is she like a floral person? Okay. January 22nd, 2023. Lively introduces Baldoni to a friend and celebrity trainer who would later become Baldoni's trainer. Next day, Baldoni and the trainer start collaborating with the trainer delivering Baldoni's workout program on the 26th. Justin. Hey, Justin Baldoni here, a new friend of Blake's. We are working together on a film. I'll be headed your way first week of March in 4 months. So this is a trainer. Great to meet you, Justin. Happy to discuss. Let's jump on a call. Lively, okay, 2023, February 23. Lively and Baldoni exchange texts. She jokes with Baldoni that she is 20 pounds from her goal weight, Baldoni responds with disliking the message. Lively, thanks Baldoni for support. Okay, so this is like they have a good relationship, right? Where did it all go wrong? You know, your friendship. This is Blake. Your friendship and support helped me with that. So thank you. Him not holding or her not holding to anything professionally. Just thank you for the friendship. In the meantime, what does that mean? Not holding to anything professionally. For real, I was worried about you. That's so much to hold. I'm really happy for you. I bet you feel 1,000%, some 1,000 pounds lighter. I really, really do. Only 20 to go. Only 20 to go. He disliked it with a laughing emoji, it looks like. Then Blake, 2 sad face emojis. Baldoni begins writing and sending script revisions to Lively. All the while, also building rapport with his co-star and lead actress. Lively responds, "You're safe here," and indicating he need not worry about his choice of words and could speak freely. Okay. Baldoni. Perfect. Baldoni. All thanks. It's leftover from our book tour 4 months ago, but nice to see people still care about it. Clapping emojis. Been deep into writing, really fun with you in mind. Not fun, not right word, exciting. And he like changes the emoji. She says, you're safe here. Basically, oh my God. He puts a heart. Okay. February 17, 2023. Lively shares her concerns with Baldoni about not having her body ready for the forthcoming sex scenes their characters will be shooting. What's the chance we can body scenes at the end of the schedule? Baldoni tries to reassure Lively that she doesn't need to stress about her body and emphasizes his determination to collaborative with her, ensure her comfort. So this isn't being nice to her. Later, she turns against him with this. Thank you for your voice memo. It's deeply appreciated. Oh, Jesus. Deeply appreciated. This is Blake to him. You're everything you promised to be as a collaborator. Thank you. I know my job here, and this piece is my big part, my job here. We both understand the assignment as actors in the roles, but also producers. And also as marketers, we understand artistically, yes, but we get what we need to do in all specs. Maybe commercially, as woke, we both are to be working in this movie. I'm sorry. Requires a certain aesthetic. It's a part of the job we both excitedly signed up for. I don't shy away from it because it's not problematic. It's the assignment. Like when someone is about to start an athletic event, it's their job to be in top shape. My husband and I both look at certain roles as athletic events, and this is one of them. It's not always a part of the job, but this is the one it's all about the sex scene. As much as I'd love to not think about it, that would be irresponsible, and also because it's unrealistic and to be acknowledged what I need to do. I'm so confused. Okay. This is my job here. I mean, my responsibilities with extreme work ethic. I look for solutions to achieve my goals. Okay. Are you selling yourself here? Like your job interview. We all win when we're refining our highest abilities. This is Blake. I will continue. I just need as much time as possible because I just had my 4th baby. I understand that you'll never personally know all the nuances of the challenges unless you live the physical moment and the time and support. But the road ahead, you have the change. Help me pull out this critical to me. It's very, very appreciated. Not in my experience, but but also healing from experiences past. Thank you. We're going to kill it and be so fit. They have Lola to lick us less banging. He loved the thing. Thank you for your memo. He liked it, guys. And then he writes back. She says, kicking ass. I'm sure you are. Honestly, there's a billion moving parts to the schedule right now. I just turned in the rewrite, so they're hard at work. He's getting pissed at this point. It comes down to locations and other cast availability, etc. So to be honest with you, I had no clue. Wow, he's been really short. I want you to know you look amazing. Anything you are insecure about, we will talk about through. Get creative together and make you comfortable. I just don't want to stress about your body. It's the last thing you need. As soon as I have the schedule that's even remotely accurate, I'll share it with you. Keep the team in mind as well. He's like, come on, man, what are you doing? Baldoni's trainer provides him a workout program. Okay, you guys see nothing about her being fat. Baldoni and Reynolds exchange text message expressing mutual respect. That we've said this before. Are you guys still here? I know I already kind of went through this before, but I don't know. You guys are here. Thank you for being here. What's happening? Oh my God! Why? Wow. Jeez. Damn. Bird flu. Oh my God. Why would he throw me out? We're never going to throw you out. Nobody's ever gonna throw you out. Everybody's allowed to be here. Yeah, I think that she's a whole ass liar. Like everything that's like we're reading right now is the truth. Like is what she doctored up. It's crazy. Let me see if they have the doctored ones. Because even when we get to the with the New York Times and all, that's even fucking crazier. All right, where am I at? Timeline of events. Anyway, I don't know, guys. It's been 2 hours. I was gonna shut it down. I have to go to my parents. Well, I can't call my dad. I don't know. My dad's still here. My sister. I don't know if they're probably watching or listening. But anyway, I mean, everybody else covers it is better than I can. So I'm definitely gonna in the comment section. I'm sorry, in the comment and in the description, I'm gonna change it and add Andy's stuff in there and Dave's stuff in there because they are the ones that are reading it to you. I'm just bringing it to you. I mean, you're fine. No. You're fine. I'm literally just I'm just curious if there's anybody that's on Team Blake. That's all. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen anybody, but if they are, I'd like to know why. You know what I mean? And are they caught up? Are they caught up? You know. But and if Taylor Swift, like, what did TMZ do? Like TMZ, they sounded extremely confident that they knew exactly what they were talking about when Taylor's pissed. So then we see all this where she's like, you know, yeah, she was with me the whole time, and yeah, she's with me the whole time, and you know, I'm Khaleesi, she's my dragon. Again, didn't the dragons kill Khaleesi in the end? Is that true? I thought one of the dragons killed Khaleesi. Anyway, speaking of dragons, did you see the new guy in my yard? I can't believe it. I'm obsessed, guys. Look at this picture. I showed you earlier, but just for the people that haven't seen it yet, I put it on Facebook. That's right. And nobody's claimed him yet. And I don't know what I'm gonna do because I can't have cats. Maybe I'll bring it to my dad's house. Just saying, Dad, if you're listening. Facebook. You guys are my Facebook, aren't you? This is my face. Look at Kathy. Oh my god, wait, I'm not sharing it yet. Hold on. Sorry. Kathy's on there. Look at our bestie. Look at our bestie. Look at her. I just went on there and Kathy just happened to be the first person that popped up. Kath, look, love you. Look. Aw. All right, where's my thing? What? She's not looking at my baby. Knock it off. I just posted it. Where is it? There's how many freaking, sorry, wrong one. Personal, I gotta get to. Okay. Oh, look how cute I am. Did I share that? I just did, didn't I? I didn't mean to. Okay, look at it. All right. Do you see this guy? Do you see this effing face? He showed up. Okay. He is now I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's a part of the family. I don't know where he came from. I can't say this. I cannot have 8 cats, y'all. Look at this fucking face. Look, first of all, this is Tom. Dad, if you're watching this, I named him Tom, and you know why. Look at him. He just shows up with his blue fucking eyes. Look at him. Look at him. I can't believe he's huge. Your beautiful friend in the back. I think you're somebody's cat. Hi, gorgeous. You gotta be somebody's cat. Okay. How big is raccoon? Look at that guy. Look at him. He's so gorgeous, or she's gorgeous. Your beautiful friend in the back. I think you're somebody's cat. Isn't he the most gorgeous thing you've ever got? Isn't he the most gorgeous thing you've ever fucking? He just showed the fuck up, like all the other fucking ones here. Sorry, I love you guys. I can't have 8 cats. Are you kidding me? I can't. But look at him. Look at his fucking face. Look at this face. I can't. It looks like Bear Bear's face. It looks like my tortoiseshell's face, right? They must have the same like genetics or something because somebody on Facebook said he's a chocolate Siamese. I'm like, oh my god, look at him. Look at fucking his face. And I don't know if he's anybody's cat, guys. This is the post I put up. I put it all up in South Jersey. Hold on. I know you found your community. So did I. You're my people. And you guys called me the other day. I was so excited. I was like, they called me. Why do you guys wanted to talk to me? Oh, I was like, really? You guys are calling me? All my friends, all my besties just called me out of the blue. I was like, oh, guys, I love you. And then Kathy was so loud and drunk, and I messed up. I think she was fucked up. she got done taking her medicine. But anyway, guys, I can't. What am I going to do? I can't even have. He told me no after 4 cats. Okay, and now I have 7, and then he would be number 8. And I'm going to like. What happens if I turn the lady? Where remember, like you get on the news and you're like, oh my god, there was 89 cats in this house. They were everywhere. That's going to fucking be me if I don't stop this shit. They need to stop fucking coming here, but I can't look at his fucking face. I need him. I didn't either. Neither did I. I said I thought he was half Mancoon. He is fucking gorgeous. And I've never seen a cat with blue eyes. Never. And with white. When did you ever see the white of their eyes? His eyes are, what are these eyes right here? Somebody tell me, please. What are these eyes? I've never seen such a thing. I am so obsessed with this fucking cat. And he's chilling in my yard still. I'm pretty sure of it. I can't believe how fucking cute he is. I can't stand it. They have not let me pet them yet. They are hanging out with Eloise and having sex with her. She's a little whorebag, okay? Sorry, Eloise, but all my cats are in heat and they're freaking having sex. And it's like a fucking cat orgy around here. I can't take it. I know. She was feeling really good. I was like, I was not feeling good. That's a good idea. Because I honestly have outside is set up for them. They sleep out there. And I found him sleeping on the kid chair today when I went out there to see if he was there. Look at him. He's so, I can't believe how fucking cute he is. I can't believe it. I'm so obsessed. Anyway, I can't, it's not, I need to check and see. Let's see if the Facebook, does he have any, how do I get back to this? Wait, go back. All right. Is he anybody saying that he's anybody's cat? Because I need to somebody needs to come get him if he sees somebody's cat. I can't believe that he wouldn't be somebody's cat. What is this shit? Get out of here. Get out of here. God damn it. The fuck is all this, man? Get the fuck out of here, man. Ugh, come on. My Facebook. Come on, man. Stupid AI shit. Okay. All right. I posted them on this 4 different South Jersey sites. What the fuck is happening? Where's all oh my god, I can't deal. I posted that there. I already did that. Okay. Comments on. Okay, where I post them at? Guys, where's all right, I hate that I haven't been on Facebook and so I forget how. Where's my notifications, right? Notifications right here. Right. South Jersey lost and found. I mean, guys, you want to look on all the sites to see if where's my friends here? We can look on all the sites to see if we find him on any, see if he's lost. Because I belong to all their sites, you know what I mean? Like the South Jersey Camden Cat, all the, for missing cats and all, because, I actually have all my cats outside and they all are all feral. I want to get out of this first because this stupid thing won't go away. Stop sharing. Okay. All right. I'm going to close that. I'm going to close that. Oh, I'm going to keep that open. Instagram, you still there, guys? All right, I was talking about just Baldoni now. Okay, so guys, I'm going to switch over and just I don't know what to say. I don't know where these cats are coming from, but I have 6 officially. And then Mr. Tom showed up and I just kind of let him stay. But now all of a sudden I have this chocolate Siamese who's gorgeous with blue fucking eyes that I'm so obsessed with right now. And I'm trying to find him his home because I have a feeling that he has a home because he's just gorgeous. I just can't imagine that. They have catch and release here. And no, I will not. I need to sign up for you're right. I may have to do that because I need help with food. I shouldn't be doing this. It's a lot of money, guys, to feed these cats. I'm already, you know what I mean? 6 is enough. I mean, 5 was enough. George told me no after 5 and I keep fucking doing it. But what am I supposed to do with it? I can't tell them to go away. I can't stop feeding them. My diet's put more food out there because I'm I don't want them to be hungry because they're huge. And, Eloise is having a good time. She's getting laid. Who am I to tell her no? You know what I mean? Who am I to bust her bubble? Okay, so, all right, I have some comments. Let's read them. See if anybody knows this kitty cat. And then maybe check the sites with me, guys. Well, I'll look through the sites because I think he's somebody's cat. I don't know how to trap cats. I don't do that. Okay. All right, wait, notifications because I'm one of these people, so I know it's for the cat. All right, there's a lot. Okay, good. A lot of comments. 2 minutes. Okay. What did they say? What did they say? I said there's comments. Where? He's behind me, isn't he? That's oh, she's still telling about I hope this time I know, right? I can't. It's nobody knows him. He brought a friend home. See, everybody's joking around because they're hanging out. I know. Because I was he's mine, guys. Because they said, oh, they thought that that Tom came too. Okay. All right, hold on. Be very cautious. Predator search online with ill intent. Okay, yeah, bait and dog fights and smaller animals as stink food are just two of the horrific. Some show up. I know. Show up with kids to hide the deception of being nice. If someone contacts you, claim. Okay, please ask them for send you family photos with this cat because he's very specific, showing specific markings of veterinary records. Correct gender. Thank you for caring and keeping this cat's future safe. Ask questions. Oh, thank you. Of anyone asking specific location proof. Oh, thank you. See, I love when people do that. Well, he's gorgeous, and so he's yours. No, he's not. He's got to be someone who looks so healthy. I know. Chocolate Siamese. What is a Mancoon? What's a Mancoon? Oh, well, okay. That's me. Okay, so Jesus Christ, nobody's claimed him yet, guys. This craziness. Let's see. I'll go on the other one real quick. Look how fucking gorgeous. Natalie. Oh, nah. That's my thing. Everybody liked it. Thank you for sharing. Nobody's claimed him. Wait, show attachment. Wait. Oh, everybody's sharing it. Okay, sorry. Okay. Well, oh my God, guys. I can't believe he's nobody's cat. Nobody's looking for him. Okay. New post. Okay. He's gorgeous. I know. He's nobody's cat that I can see. I should reply to her because I don't want her to be worried. Yeah. They know, I mean, some of them know me as the person, the cat lady, I guess. Oh my gosh. I wonder if she realized I have 6 inside. So we're thanks to you guys, because they made me. And people outside are like partying and shit. Oh, Eagles are playing the Super Bowl this weekend. And where's Eagles country? Thanks to you. Amazing. Amazing groups that help us all navigate. Navigate. Oh my God. Precious. With these. Right, that sounds so stupid. I'm like all like being all like, and amazing people like you. That really, I mean, they've really helped me a lot. Like when I was trying to find Mr. Man, I didn't know whose cat he was. All my cats, they all showed up just like him, and have really when this they was. I got like literally. Wait, I don't know if I told him how many I had. Right. I don't know if I don't know if I made them aware. If I mentioned it. This, but I have 5 inside. All came from all feral. Or say 4. Did I spell feral? Like this guy. Showed up like this guy. I have had 2 posts. I've had 2 posts. Lost kitties. A lot. A few times. And well, here I am. Here I am. Here we are with 5 inside and 2, because I didn't show Eloise outside, that have been with me now for 2 years at least. And my husband told me that after 3, that, oh my God, after the 3, I no more. You see how that goes. And well, here we go with the wells. Well, I think 7. I think 7 is my low limit. But I don't know if I can. I mean, I don't think I can get rid of this guy. I don't think I have the heart to send him away. I don't have the heart to do. I don't know what I can do. I'm like literally, oh my God, where'd it go? Oh my God, where'd my post just go? I'm trying to freaking literally reply back so she knows. I'm like, oh my God, dude. I just had, okay. There we go. I posted it. Edit. Guys, I know anybody's watching. I'm sorry. If I probably kind of ended the live already, but I'm keeping you guys down on here because my friends are on here. And I always keep you involved in what the heck I'm doing. Okay. Like literally. It's too crazy. Where's my message? I need to edit it. I do not know what the hell's up with TikTok. What is this called? Facebook. How do I do this? I'm literally trying to edit this. I don't know how to do it. How do you edit a freaking comment? They just did. Oh my God, whatever, man. I don't know if I finished what I was saying. Here's my comment. Did I finish it? Okay, there's. Yeah, but I have to edit it. Okay. Krista. I'm trying to read the rest of it. Oh my God. Did I even leave it? When this happens to me, it's a fucking literally. This is a thing because I have a really hard time. I cannot can't turn kitties away. Look, I didn't finish it. I don't have the to send him away. This is bad. This is so bad. This is so. I'm obsessed with. I'm already obsessed. I'm already obsessed with his eyes. I hope truly he has a home. Truly he has a home, and I don't have to make it this way. I don't have to make I don't have to get a divorce. A divorce. God, I hear freaking patches underneath of me. I have to show them I should show them where they sleep too. And that's another problem. I have a whole gazebo set up just for the cats. And it's ridiculous. Let me show them. My photos. I have photos. Oh, it's on my phone. Come on, picture. Hi guys. How you doing? Come here. Damn it. Why can't I find video? I did videos. I wanted to show them where they sleep because everybody's like, thanks for taking care of them. I'm like, you have no idea. They have a whole setup out there. I'm like, I'm absolutely ridiculous. I turned my gazebo into a cat sanctuary with all kinds of like kitty cat tents and have like blankets and heating pads and heating blankets and movies, maybe. Are there movies? What the hell, man? All right, well, no. Come here, mom. Come here, baby kittens. He looks just like you. Come here. He looks like he could be your dad. I'm like, Sweet Sweets and Bear Bear. Those two cats outside look like they could be the dads of them. So I keep joking and telling their dads came to get them because they all just showed up too. I'm like, well, your dads came to get you. Nope, finally came to find you. Come to find you. Because I'm like, I don't know why they just show up. You know. Touch a photo. Where's my photo to attach? I want to show them my kitty cat sanctuary outside. I definitely, oh, whatever, man. Do it for my phone. All right, guys. Anybody want to? I don't know. Sorry. All right, so this is the weekend. I promise on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. What happened? Okay, but before Monday comes, I'm going to promise you that I'm going to get on point because I'm tired of looking like a dumbass. Like, I feel like no wonder nobody wants to collab with me. Like, I can't even get my shit straight before I start my stream. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting really like mad at myself. I'm just telling you guys there's only 10 of you left. So, and it's you and me people. Kristen, someone named Kristen Dirty is making the claims. Wait, what happened? Yeah, she used it in her book. She alleges that James did. But let me just remind you of something. The only thing we've ever seen between James and Kristen is Kristen slapping James at the wedding. So Kristen needs to, like, you know, I'm not saying that James is innocent, but what I'm saying is that she's just as bad as him. She was just as toxic. She used to hit him first. So she can stop with that. She was just as bad. She was abusive as well. So it can go both ways. You know what I mean? We saw her go after him twice. She also went after Sandoval. She also, you know, Stassi punched her in the face. There, you know what I mean? Like, it's that show they've all been protected for a long fucking time. And I'm like including James too. Now James is drinking. James gets violent when he drinks, and he needs to not drink. I think that he's lost Allie for good too, by the way. Like, he's lost Allie for good, and that's really fucking makes me sad. Because you guys know I ride for James all the time. I ride hard for him. I go hard for him because I really feel like I like James a lot. His shows are amazing. He's a great performer, and I just feel like he hold on, the kids. I just feel that he just started drinking again. I remember I was at the show and I was like, how is he so energized? He's running around like a maniac. And I knew he was sober, so I'm like, what the fuck is this dude? Like, I was like, man, James. But I don't, I don't know, Adderall, whatever, dude. I didn't think he was drinking again, and that's his business, but still, he's just, him and they were doing so well, Allie and him, so she's definitely done with him, but she made a statement, which is sad. And Kristen did accuse him of that. And I feel like Allie has probably given him 2 or 3 chances that we know of anyway, because it always ends up getting reported and then denied, just like the other one did. And again, it is their personal business. But the neighbor called this time, and you know what? The neighbor called because something happened. And at first I was like, oh, how dare them? Like, they're so nosy. Like, she can call 911 if she needs to. But I thought, then I was like, wait a minute, what if something actually happened to her? Maybe, and I was like, all right, now I don't blame the neighbor, but she didn't have to tell the cops what happened. Yeah. Yep. The news for, remember, and then they had to do a OnlyFans thing to raise money for her to get it fixed. Yep. Allie met the news thing. Yep. I know. And none of them are. I mean, Raquel is, but Raquel, I can't even it's weird to call her Raquel now, isn't it? Oh my God. At first I was like, I cannot call her Rachel. Then I was like, Rachel Raquel, that's what I was going. But to think of her as Raquel now is weird. To think of her as the Raquel that we knew before Sandoval, pre-Sandoval, that Raquel, she was a normal human. It seemed like she had substance and she had smarts and she was able to put a sentence together. She was able to understand how to live like a real human by herself. Like, you have to buy food. And, I feel like after post-Sandoval, she needed a handler. Like, that bitch was like Simon fucking Says. Like, everything she said, everybody else said she did. She didn't have her own thoughts or anything. And I don't think it's because of Tom. I just think something fucking broke. Like, she started fucking Tom Sandoval. Fucking him in the backyard where his fucking girlfriend's inside. And then played the fuck out of everybody for a long time. And then decided didn't even feel bad about it. And it's like, but that Raquel, I mean, she came back as Rachel. It's still, she learned nothing in therapy, wherever the fuck she was, rehab therapy, something, same place fucking, I guess, Jax goes to, where nobody learns anything, right? Jax comes out worse, and so does Rachel comes out the same. Where the fuck are these people going? You know? It's like, so our perception of you is that you did something about it, but you didn't. Because if you come out worse than you were, then it's like, what the fuck? You came out and you started talking about the fucking show on a podcast about being a mistress, and then you start talking about the show, and now the show's over. Now what are you gonna do? Hopefully stupid Bethany canceled your ass, because how dare her just come and take you on and she doesn't even know you. She didn't know how dumb you were. And I'm sorry, and how stupid mistakes you made and why you made them, and that nobody wants to hear what the fuck you have to say. No offense, Rachel Raquel, but just because you did a bad thing and then you apologized for it, and you never have, you took it back. Like, I don't forgive you, and you ruined the fucking show because you ruined Tom. I'm just gonna blame you for ruining my Tom. You made him into a cheater, and the thing is, I think he would have cheated anyway. But I am very disappointed because he turned into the person that I can't stand the most, who's had me blocked since 2013. It's Jax Taylor on Instagram. It's Jax Taylor. And it was Jax Taylor Rides on, what was it called, MySpace before, right before Facebook. Yeah. He didn't want us to post pictures of us in Atlantic City because Jersey's trash. And I was like, what, motherfucker? I'm just kidding. No, I've tried to get him to do. Remember, I tried to call him, tried to get him to do a podcast episodes with me, but he hasn't responded. I was like, look, you and I need to have a podcast episode, because you doing this by yourself and talking about the signs and triggers and the red flags of men like you're fucking really fucked up. You're fucking it up, man. And you need somebody to tell you about your fucking self, because I've been doing it for years and you haven't listened. And I think it'd be hilarious, because I really think you need to fucking listen to what the fuck I have to say. Because you don't know what the fuck's going on. You're so delusional. You think you've done better and you haven't. You have destroyed Brittany inside rehab, this mental rehab, this abusive, because you're abusive. You went there and you ended up fucking rage texting her the whole time. And then you come out and you tell everybody that she just says she has no faith in you, and you lose your fucking mind over it. Yeah, you learned nothing, Jax. That bitch, she should want better for me. She should just love me. She should just have faith in me that I'm going to change. Why are you changing now, dude? You're going to change now? Your kid's 4. You've been married for 10 years. You ruined her fucking life. You opened up bars with her. You had a life like you told Sandoval. I have so much better than you. I have a wife and kids, and we're 40. We don't act like that anymore. And now I have a bar. And back to Sandoval, by the way. You got a podcast, a bar. And what else do you get? A podcast, a bar, and a reality show. Dude, which is amazing, by the way. Not because of him. He actually abused the entire cast. They all want him gone. So, like I said, and I will probably find the video when I did talking about the Valley, Jax will ruin this. Jax will destroy everything he has, because he does it every time. He gets high, he gets everything that he had. He's working. He's the girl that he's up, right? And then all of a sudden he just can't take it. He decides to start taking people down, and it ends up like reverse on him. Like with his wedding, he had Thomas as his best man, but then demoted him and treated him like shit. I'm getting married now. I'm better than you, and you're never gonna get married, so you'll never understand. You motherfucker! Like really? Like he gets up, anymore. Everybody had forgiven him, and Brittany said forgiven him because of all the bullshit. Remember, he cheated on her with Faith, so he's up again, And then he goes away and ends up getting fired. But you know what I mean? And then now she made all the money. The Valley comes around, and he fucking ruins that because he's a coke fucking head, a pasta person. You know what I mean? He's never stopped doing it. And him and Jesse are out of control. And then he's mental. He doesn't fucking care. He's a narcissist that doesn't know he's a narcissist. And he thinks that these are badges of honor. It's like, dude, grow the fuck up. Like, even just because you have these diagnoses, you have to be self-aware to work on them and not act on them. Like, I'm bipolar, don't take my meds. I'm BPD, I don't take any meds. I know when I'm being a fucking bitch and a cunt and an asshole. Like, and I know that. Like, I will totally do that. And I'm just like, and I know, and I'll make it. I'll tell the person, I'm sorry. I just act like a real fucking asshole. Like I'll rage real quick. Like, I don't know how to say it. I don't get depressed. I don't sleep. Like, I don't have depression. Never have. I have mania. I have actually the opposite. At 3:45 I'm up and I'm running like this all day until like 2 in the afternoon, and I'm like dead sleep. How I'm doing these nighttime lives, I have no idea. I'm on blood pressure medicine. I don't know if that's helping, but I also have high blood pressure, so it's pretty high. And I take high blood pressure medicine. That's the only medicine I take. And I can feel when it's high, like I start to feel. But me stuttering and stuff, that's ADHD. I could take more Adderall. Maybe I will. Like, I really want to try on not being like this. Like, I watch, like, tell Dave, look how streamlined he is. He gets right to the point. And here I am. I can't get to the point unless like I had people comment before 10 minutes in, you still haven't said anything. I'm like, Jesus, all right, fine. Jeez. Fuck, man. Anyway, the 10 people that are still here, I love you. Thank you. I love everybody. I love the fact that TikTok will sit there and they call me funny and they laugh at me. And they're cool. TikTok people are really fucking cool, actually. First, they were really mean. I was used to it because there's a lot of them. You know what I mean? You get a lot of people looking at you at once. It used to freak me out, but after 3 years, I shouldn't be freaked out to have all these people watching me. I do. I think maybe I'm starting a little bit nervous too. Like when my dad watches, I find myself, I get nervous. I don't know why. My dad, it's weird. Like me and my, I'm going to put him in a home in a minute. When I let him put him in his room and lock him the fuck in his room, and never let him out. But he used to ground. We used to get grounded when we were kids. Me and my sister, we shared a room. We were younger, Shannon, the one that comes up here, the one I'm going over to their house right now. Literally, and my dad we used to get grounded for everything. I was a bad kid. And he would ground us in our rooms. Remember, we had no TVs or phones back then. We had to literally stay in our rooms. And like we would scream, we fucking hate you. When you get old, we're gonna lock you in a fucking room. Because now the time has come where like he's old enough that we could do that to him. And I fuck with him constantly. I remind him of that day. I remind him of that how many years ago it was? We were like 10, 11, probably 11. Oh God, and we used to get grounded at like 14. And I used to fucking be grounded for weeks and like sit in our rooms. Do what? I don't remember what the fuck we did. I had no phone, no TV, no phone, nothing. It was like 1989 or something. No, when was I 12? 90. Yeah. Like 88. And like and then me and my sister tried to jump out the window and run away. We put sheets out the window on the second floor. We got down there and then we didn't know where to go. We came back in the house. Sorry, we just tried to run away. And we walked back upstairs. Dude, I don't remember what the fuck we did grounded. And then we got grounded for a long. I used to be grounded every summer because I failed 7th grade. Failed 7th grade. And I had to go to summer school. But my dad, I get every F that I got, my dad would ground me for a week. And then when I turned 18, or actually I was 17, I moved in with my boyfriend who was a lot older than me. I left and then I called him, I need to come home. I've moved out. I moved out so many times. I love all of you. You're all my star sisters. That's why you're still here. That's why you love me. I was so excited when Lady Virgo, when you guys called me the other day. As much as I looked really annoyed because you guys were so happy. I was so tired. I was like, these bitches are too happy for me. Especially Kath. My Kath, you're fucked up. You're pissing me off. But I realized that I loved you and I needed you guys to. My dad, literally, my dad he held his ground. And we were the ones we would sneak out with our different outfits underneath. So then we moved in this other house. So the first house on one of the houses, it was like one floor, right? So we could go out. My door was the balcony or the deck. My dad had built a deck, so it was so perfect. They'd climb right out my window. Well, we used to do that all the time. And where are these other cousins? Literally, my dad, he did something. He put like some kind of thing in there that would alert him or something. And then we got caught. I got caught 3 times. My dad's friend, or my friend Stephanie's dad, called us. Oh my God, we stole her mom's car. We were 12 and stole the car and crashed it at the bowling alley. At 12. And then my parents did not find out. They actually told her mom that it was stolen. We all got back home, right? Got back in bed, wake up, her mom finds the fucking brand new 1991 Honda Accord gone. Reports it's stolen, losing her mind, and like here we are, the ones that crashed it, right? They find it at the different bowling alley, total it. 6 months later, we're at Great Adventure, right? Nobody knows we did anything. We tell this girl, right, that's with us, and like she's friends with Stephanie's mom's friend's daughter. We tell her about it. She fucking rats us out. Like, imagine her mom. Dude, that was wild. My friend, we did it twice, but we ended up crashing it the second time. So stupid. My dad never even found out. Well, I think we told him, but I don't think he knew how bad it was. But yeah, we used to sneak out and go to these hotel parties. Crazy bad. So fucking bad, guys. And then 20 years, there's a whole situation only a few people knew about that I denied. People assumed it, but because this person was not available, it was a situation I was in that I was in for like 20 years and like was getting in trouble all the time, getting out of trouble, if you know what I mean, with the cops. And then that situation was really fucked up, really fucking fucked up. And people would, like, my ex would say, I know you're fucking a married man. And my dad would say, and I'm like, you're fucking crazy. What the fuck you're talking about? You didn't just hear that. That's been ended for a long time. I didn't just say that. Anyway, I just, that situation, I just wasn't, And I always used to fight with myself if I was a good person or not. I hated myself. I hated who I was. But I knew that my heart was pure, but it was weird because I was so fucking selfish and I just wanted what I wanted. And I couldn't rationalize what I did. But then I also remember, like, I just felt like, I don't know. It was what it was. And he was mine first. I don't know. It's a long story, real fucking long story. He's in jail now, prison, supposedly for life. But then I checked. I left. I didn't even leave. All right, guys. I love you. I'm gonna get to my dad's now. Mike Clancy, the guy shows up here. And yeah. I think my sister's messaging me now. Love y'all. Yeah, my dad I wish my dad was on here to tell you how bad he punished us. Oh my god. We used to get like my brother, like oh my god, he never did anything fucking wrong. So we thought. He's like the golden child still. It's Shannon's twin. But literally, like, it's just it's crazy. Imagine having 4 kids all the same age, right? Literally, we're all a year younger than each other. So we all had, like, we've all, we were wild. We were just wild kids. We broke them. We said we broke my dad. There's my sister. Call her. See if I'm coming over. Call her alive. All right. I'm ending the stream, guys. Sorry. I love y'all. Please, if you made it to this far, I appreciate you guys. And thanks for hanging out and listening to me ramble at the end. And hey, I'm getting done now. What do you do?